What is the gossip on you? What are people on the streets, people you know, saying about you behind your back? Today we're going to be finding out. Spirit is going to reveal to us as much as is possible. I'm going to do an in-depth reading. We're going to delve deep into the gossip on you these days, okay? All right. Before you are 3 piles to choose from. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. You can choose the deck you prefer based on the cards. The first deck we're dealing with here, pile 1, is the Clair-It-Eye Oracle. Or you can go with the Turquoise Starfish on top, okay? So you can choose either the Starfish, or you can choose the pile of the deck beneath that one, okay, for pile 1. And pile 2 is the Intuit Trio Soul Expansion cards, okay? Intuit Trio Soul Expansion cards, pile 2. You can either choose this deck, or you can choose this Starfish, which has a variety of stones inside of it, sort of like a rainbow colored starfish, okay? And for pile 3, we have the Narata storytelling cards. You can either go with the Narata storytelling cards, or you can go with this starfish that has dark blue stones in it, which I'm not sure what kind of stones those are, to be frank. And also there's gold specks inside as well. So just choose whichever pile is calling you to the most. Hey, if you want to watch multiple piles, that's fine too. That's just your intuition's way of telling you that there are multiple messages in this deck for you. Perhaps there's lots of people saying all kinds of things about you. We're going to find out today. All right, pause the video if you have to. Choose the pile or piles that you're interested in, and I will see you at your reading. So pile 1, you chose the turquoise colored starfish. Let's set that aside for you, and we will begin to take a look at your cards here and see what's coming up, okay? So we got distinguished gentleman. Okay, so people are saying that you're very polished, very distinguished, okay? You come across very classy and perhaps even well dressed, okay? You dress really well, or you know how to dress really well when the time comes. People are impressed with the way you present yourself. People are impressed with that, okay? They also talk about possibly a man. There's a man linked with you who's very attractive, or very polished, very well dressed person who shows up with you to events. That's a possibility. Okay, if you don't have a man, then what it is the way you're dressed, okay? But if it's that, and if you have a man, I feel like what they're saying also is that there's a man who shows up with you who they tend to think, wow, that guy is smoking, okay? Where did pile 1 find this person? Something like this, okay? We have the magician, okay? So, yeah, I feel like people are saying behind your back that you are able to get what it is that you want. Okay, they're impressed with your ability to manifest exactly what it is you want. They view you as a great manifester. Perhaps you manifested a man that you wanted, and people are impressed with that, pile 1, okay? They feel that you know how to, you're like a magician, okay? You work magic. Perhaps they've seen you go from, being plainly dressed to all of a sudden you look like a movie star, okay? All of a sudden you look like a movie star, and they're really impressed with this. We're getting contract. Okay, pile 1. People are saying behind your back that they want to make a contract with you. I feel like, maybe you're involved in some, industry, or you're dealing with certain people, and they're thinking that you'd be a good person to sign a contract with, something like this. Or I feel like people are saying about you too that you honor your contracts, okay? People are saying that you honor your contract, that you're good on your word is your bond. You may have signed a contract recently and people found out about this, and they're letting everyone know, wow, this person got a deal. They got, maybe they got an album deal signed, or they got a job, they got an excellent contract, and someone signed them on, or something like this, okay? Maybe you got monetized, maybe you have a channel, you got monetized, I don't know. I just feel like you achieved some sort of big deal, some sort of big business deal or contract or something like this, and people are mentioning this about you, okay? People are really, I feel like people are really linking magic with you, Pile One. They view you as being able to transform something that was ordinary into something magical and special. Okay, this is like alchemical almost. They feel, especially with the magician and transmutation coming up, they feel that you have the ability to turn what lead into gold, or turn one substance into another kind of substance. That you have this special touch. Okay, you know how to transform things. So you may know how to do. You may be really good at makeovers, or you may be really good at taking something that's been given to you, or that you're working with, and transforming it into something glorious and top notch. Okay, something that really catches the eye. Water into wine, this kind of thing. Okay, so people are really impressed with your ability to do this. Yeah, they feel you've been approved of in some kind of way. Either you signed a contract, or you got approved, something got approved, the deal got approved, or there's something like this going on with you. People are really mentioning and talking a lot about it when it comes to you, Pile One. Diversity, okay. People are really noticing your ability to succeed regardless of what your color or your background is. They feel that you don't let anything like that hold you back, okay? They also feel that you are doing a good job of working well with others, that you have a very open mindset, that you don't pigeonhole people based on color, that you include everyone, that you are, perhaps you're very, very, very diversity friendly, this kind of thing. Yeah, again, this magician vibe keeps coming up, guys. There's a magician vibe that keeps coming up for you. I'm just seeing it here. I feel like, let me move this down here. I feel like people are saying that it's like you work magic. That's a very strong message in here. People are saying about you right now that you are a magician. There's something you've manifested for yourself that's really blowing people's minds right now. They're just kind of like, how? Despite any, I don't know, maybe you're a woman and you're in a male-led industry, or you are a brown person and you are in an industry dominated by fair-skinned people, or I don't know what the deal is. There's something about you being able to, overcome any limitations that people might ordinarily think would hold you back. You're able to overcome that and get what it is that you want. People also think that you're very funny. They think that you're very entertaining. You entertain people. You may be an entertainer. Okay, people are really talking about this behind your back. They're like, Pile One is like, wow. They're so entertaining, so engaging. Okay, you're very engaging. You hold people's attention. You hold people's eyes. You people have a hard time turning away from you. You're the opposite of boring, Pile One. Okay, people are saying this about you. We got abundant auspiciousness. Okay, so my beautiful Pile One. People are saying that you have the ability, you've been manifesting gold into your life. Okay, I don't care what's going on with you, Pile One. People feel that you have been manifesting gold into your life. Period. They're realizing that they feel that you're doing very well. People are saying that you're doing very well, that you seem to be flourishing. You seem to have everything you need or want. You're able to make it come to you easily. You pay your bills, you go out, you do some fine dining, maybe you go out here or there and you go out, you eat out, maybe you eat out with others, maybe you pay for others' dinners, something like this. People are saying that you're really, man, and that people are saying that you are very, that you're legit, Pile One. You're legit, okay? You are not, how would I say this? You are not janky in any kind of way, okay? Your reputation and your standing or your status is not in question, okay? You are approved. That's what people are saying about you, okay? This is what they think of you, is that you're obviously legitimate, you're legal, you're approved, you're sanctioned. It could be with your, maybe your legal status, or maybe when it comes to the business or your industry that you're in, or your, or it could just be the way you carry yourself, that you're the real deal. You're genuine, okay? If people deal with you, they don't have to worry about being scammed or worry about being, doing like back alley, having to do back alley deals with you. That whatever you do is on the up and up, and it's all approved by the government, and everything's all good and gravy. Okay, I see official signatures, officials agreeing and doing business with you. You may have a government contract, something like this, and they're like, people are saying this about you. Okay, they're noticing about you, and this is what they're talking about when it comes to you. They also think that you might be very funny, very entertaining, that kind of thing. Maybe you have an acting gig or something like this, or you've been very good at standing up and saying or acting a certain kind of way, and people are like just riveted by you, Power One. Okay, all right, okay, flatline. Okay, so I feel like people are saying, like, comparing themselves to you, Power One. They're telling themselves, you know what? Power One's energy is just splendid. Okay, they think your energy is splendid, and that you are doing very well. Perhaps they feel tired compared to you. I feel like they feel drained, and they're like, how does Power One keep it going like they do? How does Power One keep going? How do they keep doing what it is that they do? Okay, always like active, getting things going. For me, nothing's happening. They're saying to themselves, for me, nothing's happening. But Power One seems there's always something, and then there's something, and then there's something. I also feel like people are also talking about your ability to come back from the dead. I know that sounds really, really kind of bad, but maybe, they feel like maybe you, at one point, there was just nothing going on with you. Nothing. They weren't hearing nothing going on with you. It didn't seem like anything was moving in your life, but now it's like things are going, okay? And you've got lots of movement going in your life now. And so, they're praising you, okay? They're praising this in you. Some of you may have had a health issue. You may have had a health issue that was maybe, I don't want to say it, but maybe had you close to death's door, or maybe you had a heart problem or something like this. But now all that's been resolved, okay? That's been resolved, and your health is doing very fine. And this is what they're noticing and saying about you, okay? They're impressed with it. Yeah. I also feel like people are saying about you, Power One, that you are able to keep things balanced in your life, okay? You don't go overboard on things, okay? You're moderate these days. These days you're moderate. Maybe you used to be kind of out of control. I don't know, okay? In some aspect of your life. So it could be with substances like, food or drink, or maybe even drugs. I don't know. Just take it as it applies, okay, Power One? Take it as it applies. But they feel that you are at peace these days, okay? You're no longer raucous or out of control. They feel that you know how to bring things into balance. They feel that maybe if you were always staying at home, never getting dressed, now you show up sometimes and you get dressed and you look very, very nice, okay? Very, very nice. Yeah, very interesting. You may have had a bounce back. Perhaps things were kind of going downhill, but now they're on the up and up. That's possible. People are saying about you that you have formed an agreement with someone. You've come in, maybe you made a contract or you got married. People are saying this about you, and maybe they're comparing it to themselves, going, man, I wish I could find a man or find a woman. And, looks like Power One has found who they're going to be with. They've locked it in. They've locked it down. They just feel like you have found what it is that you're in love with, and that thing or that person loves you back, okay? You have this kind of situation going in your life where it's copacetic. There's complete agreement and harmony in some situation in your life. And people are talking about this, saying this about you. We got a microscope. So I feel like for some of you, people are saying that you're very scientific. So you may be a medical professional. That's possible. And people are saying this about you. They're talking about how you're a medical professional. Or also maybe you share this with people, that you've had blood work done or something like this. You've had yourself looked into. Perhaps it have to do with this health issue. And people are saying that you have been given a clean bill of health and you're doing very well. And they've put you under a microscope. They've looked at everything and everything's on the up and up now. You're doing really well. Your blood work's been done. Your levels are fine. This kind of thing. Okay. People are saying this about you. This could be in the medical industry. It could be that you went to the doctors or something like this and they've looked into all your stuff, and they're saying this at the clinic too. That's possible. If in case you haven't been sharing your medical information with others, people at the doctor's office and saying, you're looking really good. Your stuff is in balance. Your fluids, your chemicals, your nutrients, everything is looking really good. Yeah, people think that you're in cahoots with the government or something. I feel like people feel like the government is supporting you, backing you, approving you in some matter, okay? It could be that the government views you as approved too. That's another thing. People in the government, when they've gotten to your file or gotten to your situation, they're like, maybe you applied for a business license, or you or applied for something, maybe citizenship. I don't know what it is. Okay, I don't know. That would be up to you to figure that out. I can't tell what each person is watching specifically is going on with them, but something like this. Okay, the government is approving your status on something for sure. We have the Emperor and we have the approved sign. I'm also getting that people are saying about you right now that you're doing very well. Perhaps you're a CEO, or you own your own business, or you're finally in charge of your life. You're running things correctly. You're disciplined. You're in charge. You're large and in charge. And people are really feeling this from you. We have the Chariot. Again, more of this disciplined vibe. Okay. People feel that you're very disciplined, and this is what makes you stand out above the rest. Okay. They feel that you come up, you show up, you put up, you're there, you're present. Yes, you're present. Okay. You're present. And people are seeing this in you. And they feel like this is what is helping you overcome any adversity or anything that might hold other people back. Is because of your discipline and your diligence that you are overcoming any obstacles. Okay. We have Altar. Okay. Yeah, people are feeling like you changed some things about yourself. And it's funny because I feel like people were thinking that you were going to always be a certain type of way. But now they're noticing that you've altered yourself. You've altered something about yourself. It could be that maybe you used to be they thought kind of boring or plain Jane or whatever. And now you spiced it up and now you're extra. Now you're, you just got a lot of you have a lot of fun things going on. Also the way you dress. People feel like you've upgraded the way you dress. You used to dress maybe more drab or down to earth or kind of basic. And they feel that you have now, you brought it up a little bit. Okay. You might be wearing nice hats, or you wear scarves, and you just dress very nicely. I feel like also maybe for Halloween, because we just passed through Halloween, they feel like you dressed, you turned up on Halloween or something like this. They liked your outfit or liked the way you were dressed. Okay, if you didn't dress for Halloween, then don't worry about this. But I'm just saying the way you dress has been altered and improved. Also, I feel like for some of you, they feel that you really worked on your body shape. You may have lost weight, or you may have just been exercising, or your body, maybe your fluids are draining better. Maybe you have it could be maybe you have fluid retention and all that's leaving your body and you're now getting more svelte. So maybe it may not be weight loss. It could just be something about your shape has changed, or you wear more flattering clothes, something like this. Okay. Then we have unfinished business. Okay. So people are saying that you no longer leave things hanging, guys. You no longer leave things hanging. They're comparing themselves to you. They're going, man, I have all these things I'm working on. I haven't even finished it yet. I haven't accomplished this. I haven't accomplished that. I've left this hanging. I left that hanging. But Pile 1 has accomplished this. They've gotten that contract. They've gotten approved. They show up. They have everything done and together, this kind of thing. Okay. They're feeling like compared to them, someone is saying that compared to them, you're on point. Okay. You don't leave things hanging. You finish up what you're supposed to finish up. It could be a particular situation. Okay, no one's perfect, right, guys? But it looks like there's some situation where you wrapped it up, you finished it up, you're done, and you're done with it. And a lot of people saw it, or someone saw it that was very impressed with it, and they're saying this about you behind your back. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next stretch of things here. Okay, so we have return to sender. Okay. Yeah, so this is going to take a little bit of a darker turn. I feel like some people, and these are lies. This is a lie, what we're about to see here, okay? What I'm about to tell you. People are saying this about you, but it's not true. It's that they feel that you sent them negative energy. And they did return to sender to you, but it doesn't really matter, right? Because, it doesn't matter if they did return to sender to you, because you didn't send them negative energy. They think that you're wishing them ill. They think that someone thinks this, okay? That you're wishing them ill and all this, and it's not true, okay? They did return to sender to you in some of your situation, Pile 1, but it doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter that they did that to you, because you didn't send them any negative energy. I feel like you're very content. You tend to focus on yourself. You tend to focus on, improving yourself, focusing on your own situation. You're not going out of your way to hurt others. In fact, I feel like you support others. You try to create a sense of harmony around yourself and togetherness and inclusion, because you want to be included. Okay. So you make sure to include others. And I feel like, this is why you're protected. Okay. Now I feel like this is coming from a place of jealousy too. I feel like some people are really jealous of you. People think that you're jealous of them. Yes, some people think that you're jealous of them because they feel that you are. I think that they've seen you make all these changes in your life, and they think it's motivated by jealousy. Okay, they've seen you improve. They've seen you do better, and they think. I think it's one of those situations where it's mirrored darkly, and they're projecting. They're thinking maybe they're trying hard on their stuff, and they're seeing you turning up. They're seeing you improving. They're seeing you getting your stuff done, and they're thinking, why is Pile One getting all this stuff done? Is it because they're jealous of me and they want to be like me? And that's not true. You are purely self-motivated, okay? But this person is projecting onto you, okay? So they think that you're jealous of them, and that's not true, okay? Mistaken identity. Okay, so I feel like someone here, you ever encounter someone that says, I don't know if it's ever happened to you, it's happened to me, well, I went out somewhere or something and I met someone new and they're like, I know you, and I'm like, okay, I don't know you, and they're like, I've seen you somewhere. No, I've seen you, I know who you are, and I'm like, I don't. Okay, where did you see me at? And they're like, no, but I met you before, and we chatted, we talked, I think, and I'm like, I've never seen you, met you, known you a day in my life, I don't recognize you. And they're so convinced that you're lying. Okay, they're so convinced that no, that you must either have forgotten or that you're wrong. But maybe they met your doppelganger, right? Or maybe they met your someone who looks a lot like you. Or maybe they're making it up. Okay, they just want to get under your skin. I don't know. Some people are weird. Okay, but like I just feel that people think that you are like you're pretending to be someone that you're not. Okay, they think you're being fake. And they also think that you had done some things and they feel like they know who you are and you did something wrong. But you're like, no, that's not me. And they're putting this negative reputation of someone else on you in some particular circumstance. I'm not saying in general. There is a particular circumstance where people are thinking that you're a person who did something wrong, but it wasn't you. Okay, they feel that you also, I feel like someone thinks that you're not being authentic. Someone thinks that you're not being yourself. They think that the way you come across is a put on, and that's a lie. That's a lie. You're being completely genuine. Pile one. Okay, you are being completely genuine. I can tell you that right now. This row of cards is about lies that people are saying about you, things their spirit can tell you for sure that are not true. Okay, so let's see what else is coming through. We got charmed. Okay, yeah, people think that you're a charmer, what's what I'm looking for. You know how, some people are like, oh yeah, he or she is a charmer. They're a charmer. But it's not, what's underneath the surface is not, up to par or something like this. And that's not true. Okay. That's not true. People think that you're all about the bling, that you're all about, like, there's someone out there who's saying it, that person's all about, they wear like all this fancy jewelry, but whatever, that's not, all that glitters is not gold, or something like this. There's someone out there who doubts you. Maybe you like to wear nice jewelry, you have a really nice bracelet or a nice piece of jewelry, and they look at that jewelry and they think that you're trying too hard or something like this, which is just stupid. They're probably jealous of you. So someone is saying about you that you're under investigation for something. I keep getting like fraud. This is a lie. This is a flat out lie. Okay. I feel like someone is saying something about how they think you committed committed some kind of crime, or that you're being fake and that the police are going to get you, or that you're being investigated or something like this. It's a lie. This row right here is all about the lies that people are saying about you. Okay. Wow. The things that people will concoct just when they see all your success. I think what it is they see all your success and they're like, they're faking it somehow. They're doing something fake. They're doubting. You got some doubters, Pile One. You got some doubters. They doubt how you're coming across, your dapperness, this man maybe that you have around you, how well you're doing, how you seem to be thriving really well in the business world, or you're being approved by the government and all this. They think it's all like it's a fake or something like this. Okay. There's a few people who think that, some or few. And now I'm seeing, we're getting the Hierophant. People are saying that you're a fake, whatever, like a fake Christian, like your beliefs, your spirituality is a put on, like it's fake. They also think that maybe your education, so that your education are lies. You don't really have those qualifications. People are also saying if you're a leader of one organization or you have your own company or something like this, people are saying that you're not actually the one in authority. You're not actually the one in charge. That you're like a puppet. That it's actually other people that are running it. You're like a yeah, like you're a puppet. The people, they put you up as the face of something, but you're not actually. You're the face of the leadership, but you're not the actual leadership. Wow, people. Okay, pile one. People think that you are that all your success. Some people think that it's like juju, voodoo, that you cast spells, and that's why all this is coming to you. That you're practicing the black arts, and that's where your success is coming from. People are saying that you're not really. That this didn't all come to you naturally. That you kind of, and in a sense, it's true because you are a magician, right? You're a master manifester. Part one. Don't let anyone fool you on that one, okay? You are a master manifester, and people who are not as good at you at it, or people who maybe they've manifested things in their lives, but they like to think they're the best and nobody else is the best. They think that you had some tricks up your sleeve. You did something. You manipulated, or you something like this. Okay, we have financial loss. Yeah. So people think that you're actually losing money. People think that you're actually in debt. Things are falling apart for you, but you like to pretend and cover it up. People are saying that you're in debt. Maybe this is old news. Maybe at one point you used to struggle, and you're now doing a lot better, but these people have not caught on to that information about you. They still think that you're struggling. This is why it's really important. I know that some people think, open up, tell people about all your problems and all this, okay? Let everybody know when you're struggling. But the problem is, people take snapshots, okay? And, unless they get an update, okay, they are not going to change their minds about what they heard last on you, okay? So if at some point you were struggling, the people who heard you were struggling think that you're still struggling. And they're talking about it. They said this. But that's not true. You're doing better now. You're improving. You're on the up and up. So it could be that these are people that are not updated on your situation. Or it could also be that these are people that, or maybe they see that you're doing well, but they're like, no, but they're losing money. This is all just a front. Okay. Power one's losing money. This is all just, that's a lie. That's a lie. And so this is what people are saying about you. That's not true. Very, very silly stuff. Okay. Okay, so this is a warning right here. Okay, I feel like people are maybe I would say be careful with your mail or your trash. If you have like a paper shredder at home, be sure to shred your information. Okay, shred it all. Don't just put like mail, contact information, all the stuff in the trash. Okay, I feel like there are people who may going through your trash that are wanting to do this. Okay, that are talking about we should go through their trash and see what kind of like information we can get about them through their trash. So be careful with that. And this could be they're just targeting your area. This might not be personal to you, but you might be included in that. So be careful about that. Okay. So someone's wanting you to commit to them, someone you don't like, someone who's hurt you. Okay, someone who you would consider an untouchable, and not in the caste sort of way, okay, but someone that you undesirable. That's what I'm looking for. Someone you consider to be an undesirable is wanting you to be, linked to them. Part one, okay. So I feel like there's someone you don't like that wants to either marry you, or someone that you're not interested in. Someone who. Yeah, so I feel like someone wants a commitment out of you. It could be romantically or business-wise. Someone that you had already ruled out, or someone that you find to be very unpleasant. It could be as easy. It could be a business. It could be a business thing. They're trying to rope you into some kind of commitment, but it's not going to be to your benefit. Yeah, but they don't care. They just want to rope you in, and so. Be careful of the contracts you sign or the people you get into, okay? So I definitely trust that if there's someone you've been dealing with that you don't like, you're not going to commit to them. Duh, right? Point number one, you seem very sure-footed, self-aware. I'm sure that's not going to happen, but that's just like a warning. Also, I feel like it's possible this could be as simple as a service provider that you dealt with in the past that did you wrong. Maybe there was a company, maybe an electric company or something like this, or an internet service provider. They were like they mishandled your account, or you didn't like the kind of service you got from them. Maybe they always had like what would we call it? Maybe they always had blackouts or something like this you didn't like. Maybe they had slow internet or something like this, and you're done with them. But they still want to try to get you into a contract, okay? Because they're just trying to get as many people signed on, and they're targeting you. So that's possible. It could be as simple as that, actually. Okay. Okay. So someone wants to lie to you. They want to lie to you about something. I don't know what it is. I feel like someone is deciding they're going to lie to you, possibly to get you to commit, possibly to get you to sign that contract. So be careful with that. Look, do your due diligence, do your research, and make sure that you're not getting any kind of that you're not getting any kind of like into any situations with someone who's a liar, someone who's going to try to tell you, oh yeah, we're going to do this for you and this for you, but they won't. So make sure you make everything's in writing. Make sure you check everything, read everything. Okay. Yeah, I'm just getting, like, I'm definitely getting, like, a business vibe. There is someone who wants to get into a contract with you or get you involved in investing in something. And it's not true. They want you to take risk that they know is not going to be your benefit. You know, they want to be part of the collateral loss. You know, there's some people that know that they don't have good business. They know that they're not a good business or they're not a good deal. But they want you to take that risk on them anyway. Okay, so be careful of that. I see that coming through very strongly. I feel like someone's talking about you. Someone who's talking about you, saying that they want to isolate you. That's what I'm seeing. They want to sort of cut you off from others or something like this. Okay, they want to keep you to yourself. They want you to feel isolated. They're thinking about either avoiding you. Yeah, someone's avoiding you, and they want you to be by yourself. Okay, interesting. Someone wants to get you drunk. Someone wants to get you drunk. Maybe they want to get you to do something that's out of character. They want to get you to party, and maybe they know alcohol is bad for your health. Obviously, I mean, the consensus by and large these days is that alcohol is not good for your health. There's a lot of research coming out, more up-to-date research saying that alcohol is best to avoid it. If you're going to drink it, keep it extremely minimal. Once in a blue moon kind of thing. They're saying even just a few drinks a week, like 7 drinks a week even, they're saying is enough to increase your risk on things like cancer and, you know, all these diseases. Your risk goes up sharply, even just a few drinks a week. So be careful of that. You'll be fine though. You'll be fine. But I feel like this could be an alcohol company too. Maybe you used to go somewhere drinking and they want you to come back and buy their alcohol. Okay. They've been saying that even though they know it's not good for you. Yeah, I feel like someone wants to either let you out of their lives or let you open the door to let you in somewhere. Okay, they want to let you out or let you in. But they don't have good intentions. That's what I'm seeing too. This could be someone who's like cast spells on you. They're trying to sort of seduce you or make you walk in through a certain door, something like this. The theme is very consistent with someone's trying to get you to, I'm getting that. I got that, that poem, step into my parlor, said the spider to the fly. There's a trap. Someone's trying to lay a trap for you, lying to you, something like this. That's a message coming through. Yeah, I definitely feel like someone is snooping around on you. And I kind of going back to that first message with, there are people who are talking about sort of like looking for evidence or something like this. So, I'm getting that vibe again with someone going through your trash, looking for receipts or looking for like your bills to get your information off of it or something like this. Someone's like snooping around on you or like looking through your stuff, trying to find evidence. So be careful of that. Be careful of that, okay? They may be trying to incriminate you, or maybe not blackmail you, but just find incriminating evidence on you, something like this. Wow, pile 1. And like I said, it might be, it could be an investigator. It could be someone who's just looking for information on other people. It could be that you're being targeted, pile 1. So be careful of that. I would just say, just be careful and be more security conscious. Get a shredder, shred all your data. Be careful who you let into your home. If you have security cameras and things like that, which, I recommend you get like at least a basic one, like one by the door, like a Ring doorbell, or maybe one of those at home, you just buy the system and it just records it and saves so much amount of information. That way you can always know who's been by your door, who's been in your home, that kind of thing. And I think, honestly, I think that's not even a paranoid thing these days. That's just common sense. That's just doing your due diligence. Just guard your information and clean up after yourself, and this kind of thing. And also, you don't have to worry, okay? That's another message coming through, is you haven't done anything wrong, really. You haven't done anything wrong. So they may try to look for information on you, but they're not going to find anything incriminating. But if you, just in case you have done something you'd like to cover up, I would say definitely watch your back and, just be careful about the trail that you leave behind. Okay. All right. Got a good chunk here. We got special delivery. Okay. So someone wants to send you something. Someone's planning on sending you a gift. It could be also that, I feel like if you've been trying to have a baby, pile one, someone is serious about doing that with you. They're very serious about doing that with you. I feel like the angels are saying, if you're really wanting a child, this is if you're wanting a child now, okay? If you don't want a child, then disregard this part of the message. But I feel like if you're wanting a baby, you want to have a baby, something like this, spirit guides are saying there's a baby coming your way. There's a baby coming your way. You're going to become a parent. You're going to become a mother, a father, something like this, okay? It's going to happen. There's a baby on the way. The spirit guides are saying it. I'm also getting that, if you're planning on, you've talked about wanting a baby with your partner, maybe your partner hadn't seemed very effusive about it or something like this. They are talking about it effusively behind your back with other people. Like, yeah, we're going to be having a baby. We're going to be doing this. So that person's actually, talking it up. So, and this is something that you would want. Now, if you don't want a baby, okay, I feel like someone wants to send you something. Someone's planning on sending you gifts, so expect a gift in the mail or items that you would really enjoy or love. Maybe they want to send you something for your kids, sending gifts to your kids, something like this if you have a kid. So I feel like someone is planning on singling you out and making you very special. Like, I'm getting this vibe, like, someone has decided you're very special, almost like you're a winner. You're a winner. You won something. And they've decided you're the winner. And you're going to be like one out of 1,000, 1 out of 100,000, 1 out of 1,000,000 or something like this. You're going to get lucky. And then people are talking about how you're the lucky one, that they're going to single out and send something to, or single out and announce that, hey, this is the lucky one. That's you, pile one. You're going to be lucky in something. Okay. People are talking about this with you. Someone's arranging this. People are saying behind your back that you're a natural beauty. Okay. You're a natural beauty, and they want to do something for you, to enhance your beauty. Okay. I feel like you're drawing the eyes of, or the intentions of people who have singled you out as being very beautiful, very special. And they want to do something to augment this, to sort of put you out there even more, or enhance you in some kind of way. That's very interesting. Maybe like a free spa treatment or something like that. Someone send you a free spa treatment. So I feel like someone is really smitten by your beauty, pile one. Someone's really smitten by your beauty, and you are, it's like you're getting your way with this person because of your beauty. You're getting your way. Your wiles, you're beautiful, your beauty, your wiles, your sexiness is getting someone to do something you want. Okay. They're talking about how pile one is so hot. Like, I want to do this for them, and I want to do what they asked me to do. I want to give them what they asked for. So I don't know who you're working on, pile one, but I don't know if it's intentional or unintentional, but it's having this effect. Okay. You're convincing someone, you're swaying people, you're swaying someone with your beauty. They want to adulate you, or they want to give you something you're looking for, or move your way more. Or it could be that there's something you've been wanting to make someone do, but you're swaying them. They're coming. They're not going to be running away from you. They're running towards you to do what you ask. You're being successful at convincing someone on something. It's going to benefit you, something you want. I feel like there's someone who has good advice for you. Okay. And we all know those people that they're like, they're like, what's the term I'm looking for? A know-it-all, right? They're a know-it-all. They act like they know everything, and they're annoying. Well, no, this person, there's someone who wants to tell you something that's going to be to your benefit. And when you hear what they have to say, you're going to be like, wow, thank you. Okay. It's something that's going to help you. Something very helpful. They're going to guide you in something. They're going to guide you. All right. There's something that they see that you don't see. They're at a higher peak, and they're looking down, they're looking at your situation and go, oh, I need to tell pile one to avoid so-and-so and go this way, because if they don't, they're gonna run into complications. But if they do it this way, things are gonna go very smoothly. So you're gonna receive guidance from someone. They're talking about this. They're gonna warn you about something. They're gonna show you the right way. So if someone comes to you trying to tell you, hey, I thought I'd help you out with something, of course, always, use your common sense now. Okay, don't just accept what everybody has to tell you, but understand that there's someone looking out for you, and they're coming your way with some helpful information, okay? Yeah, I feel like, I'm sorry, going back to this whole femme fatale card, I feel like your beauty, you're successfully convincing someone through your wiles, your aura, your energy, your looks, your style, your beauty, to take a risk on you, or to take a risk doing something the way you want it to be done, okay? So good for you, pile one. Ooh, someone wants to, man. Someone you like is very interested in you, pile one. They're talking, saying positive things about you. They're talking, telling other people how much they love you, how much they like you, and how they want you. They want to be close to you. They talked about this to other people. They mentioned that, I love pile one. I just want to go hold pile one's hand. I want to, they sent out this communication, or they said it to someone, or they shown those signs to someone, and people are aware, this person wants you, okay? People are aware of it. This person has said that about you, okay? We have an improv show. So I feel like someone did you wrong, pile one. Someone did you wrong, and they mistreated you. They talked crap about you, or they did something wrong to you. It could be anyone. It could be someone a family member, a friend, or an ex-friend, or a shady family member, or it could be in the government. It could be someone has done you wrong, okay? And they're going to be roasting this person, okay? This person's going to be getting roasted, okay? They're going to be getting, talked down about. They're going to be getting, shamed. Someone's going to be talking crap about them. They're going to be throwing shade on them. They've said this. They're like, I'm going to talk crap about this person. I'm going to, roast them maybe at an improv show or comedy show. It could be a government official. We won't say who. That maybe you feel like has not treated you right or treated you fairly or something like this. I feel like your enemies, someone is planning on roasting your enemy publicly. Someone is planning on putting someone in their place by saying a few choice words to them. This person hurt you or did something wrong to you, okay? We have paper trail. Yeah. So there is someone, again, I'm getting this vibe, there's someone, I'm thinking it's an official, someone in a position of authority over you. Could be at your job, could be in the government. And I feel like this person, it's like they're getting their karma. People are talking about how they're going to roast this person publicly, talk crap about them publicly, throw shade at them publicly, put them in their place. They're also building a case against this person. They are building a paper trail. Evidence is being built against this person. They did you wrong, okay? And it's going to be to your benefit, because this person is an enemy, and they're going to be suffering some consequence, some karma. They're going to be undergoing some injustice. This is what they're saying about this person. It's like, we're going to target this person. The person who's targeting your enemy may not know you. They may not know you personally, but they are targeting your enemy, and they're talking about how they are going to put your enemy in check, okay? They may actually know, they do know you. They do know you, because this is about you, pile one. They do know you. Someone who knows you is going to put down someone that has been hurting you, okay? They may know you or know of you. They may not know you personally, but they may know of you. And they're talking about how they're building a case against someone. And they're gathering intel and gathering information to put this person who's your enemy down, okay? And take them down. And that's what I'm seeing in the cards for you, my beautiful pile one, as far as what is the gossip on you? What are people saying about you behind your back? I hope you found this to be informative. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you found it to be resonant, meaning that it seemed to make sense to you based on your personal situation, give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for bringing your energy to this reading. I really enjoyed reading your energy and pulling these messages forth for you. I look forward to doing it again. Take good care of yourself, and I'll catch up with you at the next one. Bye! Welcome to your reading, pile 2. Let's take a look at what is the gossip on you, okay? What are people saying about you behind your back? You chose this beautiful rainbow-colored starfish, or maybe you didn't, but this is your message anyway, right? So I feel like people are saying that you're very colorful these days. You got a lot going on. You're multifaceted. You're not a one-trick pony by any stretch of the imagination. You're kind of like all over the place, but not in a bad way, in a good way. Good way. You're a colorful package filled with all kinds of interesting things going on. People find you to be very interesting and engaging. I also feel like people think that you dress really nicely. So, and they just love the colors that you put on yourself. They're really enjoying that about you right now. That's what people are saying about you. Okay, so we have perfectionism. Okay, so it's funny because usually perfectionism, people think that that's bad because you're like, you're almost like OCD about it. But they're saying, people or someone has said about you that you have high standards, that you do things really well, that you do things in a quality way. Okay, they feel that they can trust your work. Whatever it is you do, they can trust that it's going to be quality. There's not going to be a bunch of problems with it. It's going to be on point. Everything's going to be in its place. You pay attention to the details. They feel that you double check, triple check. You're just very, very careful and very, very, you're just very good, Part 1. They feel that they can depend on you to do things correctly, especially like at your job. Okay. Whatever it is that you do for a profession, Pile 2. I'm sorry, did I say Pile 1? Pile 2. please forgive me. Pile 2. And I'm not doing a lot of editing these videos any longer, so I'm not going to edit that out. So please bear with me. If I make an error, I'll try to correct it. But Pile 2, people think that you are perfect. People think that you do things right. People think that you're not sloppy. You're the opposite of sloppy. And they can depend on your work. They can stake their lives on your work. So if you work on someone's car, they know that they're safe when they're driving. Okay. If you work on someone's documents or whatever, they know that, they can rest assured. They can sleep easy knowing that you handled all their paperwork correctly. Okay. They don't have to worry about mess ups with you. Pile 1. People are saying you're really good. Pile 2. People are saying that about you, Pile 2. Okay. Yeah. They just, again, I'm getting more of this vibe. Like you're very balanced in your approach. You're very zen too. They don't think that you're doing it in a kind of like a frantic kind of way. It's not OCD. Okay. People are noticing about you that you're just take your time and you do things correctly, period. Okay. And they really appreciate this about you. Okay. It's being said in a good light. They also feel that you're very zen. People are saying that you cultivate peace in your life. People are saying that you have things in order. You have things stacked correctly in your home. Okay. That you try. Okay. It could be also that they feel like, you're the type, you're not going to show up. You're not going to do anything, Pile 2. Okay. You're not going to show up. You're not going to do nothing until things are set up correctly. You like for your ducks to be in a row. You're not going to be showing up all janky. You make sure that your car is clean when you show up to events. Your clothes, your hair's done. Your stuff is right before you show up. Okay. You don't show up unprepared. People are saying that you just do things in order. You do things in order. You're very methodical. Interesting. Okay. Right. So, and and you're not doing simple things. Okay. My Pile 2. You're not doing simple things. You're doing complicated things, but you're doing them very well. That's what people are saying about you, Pile 2. What you're doing is not easy, but yet you do it so well. Okay. Perhaps you're very practiced. They feel that you're very practiced. You're very good at what you do. You hardly mess up. Okay. Remember I said people's lives could depend on how good of a job that you do. Okay. That's what I'm seeing, Pile 2. People's lives could depend on it. They feel that you're good at taking risks and not messing up. That you're very, very skilled. You're a very skilled person. That's what people are saying about you, Pile 2. Okay. That you're not the average. You're not the average. Okay. Perfectionism is not average. Okay. It's easy to be sloppy. Okay. It's easy to mess up. Okay. But what it's hard to do is to be perfect or reach for perfect standards. What it's hard to do is to keep things in order. What it's hard to do is to stay in balance. Look, we got balance. The person staying on balance. People are saying that you're maintaining your balance, Pile 2. You mastered something. You're a master at maintaining your balance. That's what people are saying about you, Pile 2. Yeah, people are saying that you're a good teacher. You're really good at this, at something, and that you're really good at teaching it to others as well. You're a great teacher, Pile 2. And that you teach in a way, you make things fun when you teach people. It's fun, the way you teach people to do things. You make it seem easy to others. Okay? So you don't hold back, you don't gatekeep, but you try to teach others how. to do what it is that you do, and you make it fun. People like being around you, pal, too. People are saying that you put a smile on their face, that you make them smile, that you are the king or queen of good times, that you take the time to play. Okay, you're not just all work and no play makes Jill a dull girl, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. You know how to have fun. You're very serious, very focused. You get things right, and you know how to, kick back, relax. Yeah, I feel like you may have taken people out or something like this, or gone to hang out with people at a bar, or you just put a smile on people's faces. You're a good, fun person to be around. Okay. Yeah, people are really saying that you are saying that you're really good at games. Okay, you might be a really good gamer. You might be a really good gamer, pal, too. People are saying that you're really good at aesthetics. All right, you know how to make things look really, really good. So you might be an artist, or you might be someone who decorates, or you just know how to style things or set things up correctly to where they look really nice. People are saying that you have like hobbies, things that you do that you're really good at. You're a master of your hobby, whatever it is, okay? And that you know how to take time away from work and being very serious and have fun, okay? You're a good person. You know how to have fun. People are saying that you have some really cool gadgets or items in your home that you like to do for fun. Perhaps you share this with your friends. Perhaps they've come by and seen some of they saw your VR set, or they saw your pool table, or they saw your this, they saw your that. They're like, dang, they feel like you know how to entertain people, and that you have some good, fun gadgets in your home. Okay. Exactly. People feel like you know how to work and you know how to play. They feel that you're very balanced. You don't allow yourself to overwork, and as perfectionist as you are, and as good at a job that you do, and as much mastery as you show, you are able to balance that out. You make sure you get your downtime. You make sure that you get your R&R. People are saying this about you. They're like, you're not uptight. You are very good at what you do, and you're not uptight. You're also fun. You know how to relax and chillax. People are also saying that you know how to set up a relaxing environment for others, where people can relax, have fun, chill out. So people are saying about you, pal, too, that you are looking really good these days. People are saying that. They're saying that you have a really good appearance, that you're taking care of how you look. Your hair is looking nice. You're, kind of going back to that, like you take good care of the way you look. Maybe you showed up somewhere someday, one day. And maybe you're, I don't know what it is. People just feel like looking really good. You're looking really good. And that maybe they like your hairstyle, something like this. They like what you've been doing with your hair. I also feel like people think that you've been taking really good care of your skin. You're not laying the makeup on too heavy. And so your skin is glowing. All right. Maybe you don't even wear makeup. The people are just noticing that your skin looks really good. Okay. It's taut. It's got collagen. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. My cat's here today. So, you're really taut, you've got collagen, your skin looks tight, young, that kind of thing, okay? That you're taking really good care of it. I also feel like you may have gotten a tattoo. You may have gotten a tattoo. And, you may have gotten a tattoo, and people are saying it is banging, okay? People are saying that tattoo is fire. It looks amazing, hot, okay? It really suits you. Where you put that tattoo on your body is looking fantastic, okay? If you got a tattoo, people are really complimenting it behind your back, okay? Yeah, people are saying that you are a good writer. Perhaps you write, or maybe you put out some messages, something like this, and people really like the way you word things. People are also talking about, if you've written a book or you've written some kind of work, people are talking about it, okay? Or if you've created something, it could be a script too. Maybe you are a podcaster, or you are a content creator, or you wrote a book, or you have an organization, or you're part of an organization, and you put together documents or something like this. I don't know what it is, or messages or communications. People are saying they like your writing, the way you word things, okay? They like it. They like your work. People are saying this. We're getting a few more. Let's do a little bit more here. Actually, I said I was going to stop after I fill this. Let's get one more. Let's get one more card. Here, guys. We have listening. People think you're a good listener. People think that you're dialed in, my pal 2. Pal 2, people think you're dialed in. People think that you're listening to spirit. that you are, they think that maybe that you're intuitive or you're a good channeler, something like this. It could be that the work that you're creating, when they read it, they feel like, yep, Pal2 understands. Pal2 knows exactly what's going on. Okay. Pal2's dialed in. Okay. Also, I feel like there are people who, when they talk to you, they feel that you listen to them. Okay. They feel that you're not talking over people. You actually listen. Maybe you used to talk over people, but you've been doing it less, and people have been noticing this change. They're appreciating this shift. They feel that you're now listening, okay, or that you're dialed into spirit. So when whatever you have to say, they can feel it in their spirit. They can feel it in their heart that what you say is true, okay, or what you write is true, because it's dialed in. Anyone who's dialed in can sense that. Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and move on to the next row. People saying about my power one behind power. So you may have moved, okay, maybe not super recently. Maybe not super recently. Or you may have, you may have moved. And the place you have moved to, people think it's awesome. People think your new place is beautiful, perfect, suits you, or if you moved, people think it's a good thing that you moved for some reason. They're like, wow, we're so glad that Pal2 moved. Okay, just, tie that into your situation as you see fit. Okay. People think that you are self-reflective. And I got that before. I wasn't quite all in with it, but now I am. Okay. I'm going to say it. People think that you're very self-reflective, Pal2. They feel that when anything's going on, you're not always looking to blame other people all around you, always looking to look at how everybody else is at fault. You look at yourself. Okay. You regularly do a self-assessment. And, the things you say to others has alerted them to the fact that this is true about you. The things you say, you'll say things about yourself and they'll be like, wow, so you know this about yourself. That's great. We don't have to sit here and be telling you, oh, do you know you're like this? Do you know you did this? And someone's hurting over it. They feel that you self-reflected enough that they don't even have anything to really tell you about you. To say, hey, I don't think you're seeing this about yourself. We're just gonna have to tell you, because you're not really paying attention and you're not acting like you get it. You get it, Pal2. That's what people are saying about you. People are saying that you see yourself as you are and how you're coming off to others, that you're very, very self-reflective. Yeah, very interesting. Okay, so we have, and this allows you to be balanced. Okay, this allows you to be a balanced person. People are saying about you, Pal2, that your self-reflection has led you to make certain changes. And they're impressed. People are impressed with this in you, Pal2. They see that you've either I feel like you made some changes to your body. Perhaps you changed your hairstyle. And people are like, oh my gosh, that suits you so much better than your last hairstyle. Or you have changed your diet or something, or the way you dress. You may have lost weight too. That's a possibility. Okay. A possibility. And they think that you're dialed in, you're tuned into what you need to be doing to change your habits and to make yourself look the best and be the best of you, to put your best foot forward. They feel that you now dress very well, very dapper. You turn up, you look cute, you look good, that maybe you were a bit more sloppier in the past. That's a possibility. Okay. And you've tightened up your game. You're not sloppy anymore. You're on point. You dress nicely. You take care of your things. You pay attention to the details. Okay. Now we're getting that Virgo energy back again. We have inadequacy. Okay. People are feeling inadequate. Pal2 around you. They're talking about you and being like, man, Pal2's done this, Pal2's done that. I haven't even gotten this done. I haven't even started on this. And Pal2 has changed this up, and they're so good on their work, and they're so on point. And I feel like I'm failing at this or failing at that, So people feel like they don't compare favorably to you, Pal2, and they're saying it. And I feel like they don't feel the need to keep their guard up with you too when they talk about you behind your back. They don't feel the need to be like, oh yeah, Pal2's got their stuff together, but I've got my stuff together too. They feel that they don't need to compete with you, Pal2. They feel like you're so good and you're so focused on your own stuff that anyone who's like competing with you just looks stupid. Okay. It's best to fess up. All right. It's best to fess up around others when they see you doing yourself, because they can see how genuine you are, how genuinely you've made this turnaround in your life, and they've seen you go from, zero to hero, or maybe not zero to hero, but just they've seen you make some strident improvements. You're not sloppy anymore. Okay. You're now on point. You reflect on yourself, you change yourself, you improve yourself, you do honest self-assessments. These are things that other people are hard pressed to do, including themselves. So someone who's been having struggles in this regard has been feeling inadequate and has been saying it about you, pal, too. Okay? You make people feel anxious, pal, too. You make people feel anxious. Your sense of balance is making people feel like there's something off with them. They need to improve their lives. And I'm not saying that, and not in a bad way, okay? But they just feel that you make them think hard on how they're living their lives and what they need to do to improve their life. Okay, you make them think hard. And also they feel that maybe they felt they used to have anxiety in the past, but you now balance yourself out so much that you don't come across that way to them anymore. You don't come across as being filled with anxiety. So they're really noticing this about you. It's a compliment, okay? Yeah. I mean, Paul, too, I gotta say, I don't know what you made some big positive changes in your life. Goodness. You have made some big positive changes in your life that's very evident to a lot of people, or people who are paying attention to you anyway. Wow. What did you do, Patu? What changes did you make? I'd love to hear about them. Okay? Because you're making waves. People are noticing. And they feel, for instance, another message I'm getting coming through for you, Paul, too, is that you are, when they see you at work, when people see you at work, when people see you doing what it is that you do, they feel that you're following your calling, you're in the flow, you're honoring who you are, so therefore you do great work. You're not being fake, you're not being inauthentic, you're not trying too hard, yet you're doing exceptional work. It's like you found your flow, Patu. You found your flow, you found your rhythm. And this is really impressing the heck out of people, or someone right now, okay? They're saying this about you. You found your flow. You're in alignment with who it is you truly are, with source. Okay, when you honor the source of your being, you live from the flow of your heart. So you've been dialing this in and people are noticing it about you, okay? People are also noticing that you meditate. They've been saying it. They're like, oh, Pal 2 meditates. Pal 2 is prayerful. Pal 2 is tuned into spirit. They're dialed in. They listen to their inner source. They're not cut off from themselves internally. They're not discombobulated. They are dialed in, tuned in, settled in. That's what they're saying about you, Pal 2. That you're a meditator. Wow. You exist infinitely beyond this universe. Exactly. More of this meditative Zen vibe coming through. Okay? You're in tune with nature. Perhaps you go out and about, maybe you go jogging, or you go to a garden somewhere, you sit and you meditate, and people have noticed you meditating, they said this about you, or I don't know, I feel like your meditative habits are noticeable to others. And even if they don't see you meditating, and they've talked about this, and even if they don't see you meditating, you come across like someone who meditates. You come across like someone who's grounded. You're not up there, fake, or not fake, but just like out of touch. You're in touch. People think that you're dialed in, you're connecting to the universe, that you're prayerful, Paltu. Being your beautiful, authentic, what I say, guys, authentic self is the greatest contribution you can make to the world. Yeah, people are saying about you, Paltu, that they're not casting aspersions upon you. They may have in the past, but they're not anymore. Or someone has made this shift about you. They're saying you are beautiful, Paltu, because you're being real. And you're learning to master your realness. And you're turning your realness into a contribution in this world. They love you for it, Paltu. They're saying you are being you and it's working. You're dialed in and you're doing it very well. You're taking it seriously. And you're creating balance within yourself. Wow! Paltu! Kudos. Okay? Alright, let's move on to other aspects. Okay. By walking your life's journey, you are dismantling false belief systems. Okay. So I gotta say, though there are a lot of people who see authenticity, a lot. I mean, it's coming through very strongly. Okay. Someone sees your authenticity. I feel they are doubters. There are doubters. You do have a few. They still need to learn about you, Paltu. So they're saying about you that you're walking to the beat of your own drum, right? But maybe it's not necessarily the wise thing, because it's like you're by yourself. You're doing something quote unquote unusual. Because let's be honest, pal, too, in this world, people are inauthentic. There are a lot of people that have had to do inauthentic things and wear a coat that maybe doesn't fit them, but they know how to wear it. Okay, some of them know how to wear this coat, but it's not their coat because they want to be rich, they want to be successful, they want to be liked, they want to be accepted by the mainstream, whatever it is. Someone is saying about you that but you're so strange though, that you're kind of like isolated, you're like doing your own thing. It's not what everybody else is doing. And so they kind of like doubt you a little bit. They're saying that you're out there, you know, kind of like a lighthouse. You're out there, you're on your own, you're just out there, and you know, not many people are doing what you're doing. You're isolated. So this is what they think because of their beliefs, pal, too, okay? Their beliefs are limited. So this is a lie. This is a lie about you. I'm telling you right now, spirit guides are saying this is a lie. You're not strange or isolated. No. You are honoring your true self. And so whatever is true is aligning itself around you, but they don't see this. The person who's saying this is saying, they're just out there. They're strange. That's strange. That's strange. Strange is the word that's coming out. Someone is saying about you, pal, too, that you're strange. It's not true, though. They're the one who's strange. They're the one who's fallen for that rhetoric, that lie, false belief system that you need to be doing these certain things. You need to be like this. You need to be like that for you to be right. Okay? So, and those, unfortunately, a lot of people buy into those lies. Okay? This is someone who's bought into mainstream lies and belief systems in general. Okay? And so they're judging you through this lens and saying this about you, that you're very strange. But the truth is that you are walking your life's journey. And you're making progress with them in a way because you're, by standing your ground, like this lighthouse here, and doing you, and doing it perfectly, I must add, in a very balanced way, you are helping them dismantle their false belief system. So there's a victory in this. They'll have to watch from your example. Okay. I feel like people are saying about you either that you don't like to travel or something like this, or you don't like to come visit, or they're saying they maybe, you know, you set a goal about where you're going to travel, but you're not making any moves to do it. And that's not true. You are making moves to do it. You will travel, if you're not traveling, or, you know, or if the lie that they're saying about you is that you don't travel much. The truth is that you travel. You just don't travel over to where they go. You don't travel over to them, whoever they are. Maybe you don't like this person, about to, and you just don't go over there. But you do travel. So that's a lie. So someone's saying that either you don't travel, or you make plans to travel, you just stick a pin in it, and that's it. You don't really make any moves. That's not true. The places you really want to go, you do go, pal, too. I'm also seeing that someone thinks that you don't like to travel much. You just have this one place that you like to go, and that's not true. You do have places you like to go. It's just, I feel like this lie, okay, this gossip that's a lie, is based on someone who doesn't know you very well, or someone you have distanced yourself from, or someone who, yeah, something like it, someone you don't like. Okay, interesting. We have rejection. Exactly. So someone thinks that you've been rejected. Pal, too. They think either you were rejected or scorned by a lover or something like this, that your lover doesn't want you. Maybe they heard that you had some, if you're in a relationship, maybe they heard you had some relationship troubles, or maybe you're single. And they think that you're single because you're being rejected by others. And that couldn't be further from the truth. The truth is that you're picky, pal, too. You don't just go for anything or anyone. You got the person you want and the person you don't want. You don't just go for anything or anyone. So you may have had offers that you have rejected, but they're saying about you that you're being rejected. Okay. But in truth, what it is that you're rejecting doing certain things, or being with certain people, or, you know, something like this. And they don't understand this about you. Interesting. So people are saying that you're impulsive. People are saying that you're a shopaholic, that you like to buy a bunch of stuff, that you're always wasting money, or that you're always buying, ooh, I want this, ooh, I want that, ooh, I want this, ooh, I want that, that you're impulsive. Perhaps it's with your diet, perhaps it's with, you know, material things. That if you have a jacket, you have it in every color, or when you all go shopping, you're like, ooh, I want this, ooh, I want that, and you buy things. Maybe they think you're a hoarder, or that you have too many items, but that's a lie. The truth, pal, too, is that you're abundant, and you know what it is that you like. So you've been going through a phase lately where you've been acquiring things that you're like, this is something I've been looking for a long time. You're not impulsive. You bide your time. Remember I said you're picky, Pal 2. So when you find the item you've been looking for, you jump on it. And so they view this as impulsiveness. So you may have gone through a phase recently where you were getting some things because you're like, you're finally finding the things you actually want. And you're getting these things. And they're thinking that you're an impulsive buyer or something like this. And you're not. It's a lie. You're actually collecting the things that are valuable to you, that you're going to be keeping for a long time, that you've been looking for a long time. They're just seeing the moment that you jump on something. They're mistaking your jumping on something for impulsiveness when actually it's decisiveness. That's what's going on with you, Pal 2. We have trauma. Okay, so people are saying about you that you're traumatized, that you've undergone a lot. They feel that you moved on from them, or you moved on from a situation because it caused you a lot of trauma. Maybe you did undergo trauma, okay? But what they don't understand is that you have suited up. And that shit will never happen to you again, okay? Never. Because you are now, it's like you're bulletproof now. You've learned. They view you walking away from a certain situation. They think, oh, Pal 2 is traumatized, so they're scared now. They're running away. They're scared. They don't want to come around where they were traumatized. But the truth of the matter is that you're walking away from a literal burning fucking building. You now see that where that issue was going on, they think that you suffered trauma, so you're running away scared. You're not running away scared. You're running away because you're realizing, oh, I'm not going to go there because it's an ongoing fire. Maybe at one point you didn't think there was anything wrong with this place, but there was a fire. And with enough experience, you realized there's an ongoing fire there. They have problems there, Pal 2, and you know it. And you're now staying away from this area where people cause anxiety. They're pensive. There are a lot of anxious people, pensive people who cause pensiveness or cause anxiety. And you're like, I now know to stay away from people who are toxic. And they're thinking that you're afraid and you're traumatized and you're running away like a scared little boy or girl or boy. And they don't understand that, no, you've learned, you've wised up, you've girded up. You now have identified what they're thinking is okay as a red no-go zone. Not because you're afraid, but because you're wise. You're smart. So they're viewing you as traumatized. So therefore you're staying away from your source of trauma. That's not the truth. It's like in fact, you could withstand the fire. You could. Because you see the fireman here is dressed in a fireman suit. You could go back there and withstand it. But you've decided, no, I'm just gonna use it as a lesson and stay away from it. I don't need it. I don't want to be, I don't want to stand around in fire. What? Yes, I'm going to be okay. I'm not going to be burned. But I don't want to be around that. I want to go somewhere where there is no fire. So I think the people who are judging you and saying this about you don't understand that they're toxic. They don't understand the shitstorm that they're living in. They don't understand it. They're not in tune. They're insensitive. They don't feel burns, but they're getting burned and charred, and their souls are getting more and more toxic. And they're thinking that, oh, they're traumatized. No, you're the one who's staying there getting more and more burned and charred and ugly. I'm going to head out. Okay, that's what you're saying, Pal 2. Thrive to do your best and don't worry about the things beyond your control. Yeah. I'm telling you, people are saying about you, Pal 2, that you're running away scared. They think you're afraid, that you're maybe might be a coward or something like this. Not so. You simply learned and you're moving on. You're not afraid. You're very brave, Pal 2, actually. Have you seen this high wire you're standing on? Not a lot of people can do that, okay? Pal 2, you've learned. And you've turned your back on a situation that you're not going to bother with anymore. Because, you're realizing it's beyond your control. You're like, oh, I don't control that situation. And they're just going to keep a fire raging and burning in that building or wherever. So I'm going to go cool off in this water over here where it's nice. I'm smart. Pal 2, you're smart. You have the eyes to see correctly. They don't. They're blind to something. Whoever this is, they're saying this about you. Flowing people their own path is a powerful way to show incredible unconditional love. Yeah. Allowing people their own path. Yeah. Exactly. Keeps coming up. I feel like someone is saying, why isn't Pal 2 involved in our situation anymore? They don't want to have input. They don't want to be involved anymore. Because you are loving them from afar. You're staying away. You're saying, oh, you like the fire. You want a fire to be going 24/7 raging. I see. Well, I love you, and I'm going to let you have that fire. And now I'm going to go off into this watery, beautiful lake where there's peace and tranquility. And, when you're all ready to put out this fire, let me know. You're the fireman. I have a bunch of water. I'm going to pour it on your situation. And I'm going to help heal you if you want. But you don't want it, though. So I'm going to leave you alone. I'm going to love you from afar. Let you have your 24/7 fire and stay away from it. So they're saying about you that you've abandoned them. You're running away because you're traumatized or you're scared. But the truth of the matter is you've learned. And you've learned that you have access to the water of life and that you're good. They don't see this, Paltu. They think you're running, but you're like, no, I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm in a good place. You're in a bad place. Wow. We have, you are the boss of your life. You can hire, fire, and promote accordingly. Yeah. Okay, so someone is feeling like, someone's feeling like you left them behind. That message is coming through very clearly. They're like, wow, Paltu just left us behind. Paltu abandoned us. Paltu fired us. Paltu, did this. But they're putting other people up. They're making other people more important in their lives than us. It's not true. They eliminated themselves out of your life, Paltu, by choosing to be fiery, by choosing to cultivate fire that burns. They chose it. And so they eliminated themselves from your circle by doing so. But they think you're being bossy. They think you're saying, I don't like you, you out, you this. You're not being bossy. You're being the boss. You're not being bossy about them. Okay? They think you're acting like you fired them. You're being bossy. The truth is that you're being the boss of your own life. They don't see this because they lack the eyes to see. I don't know who this is, but this person they got things twisted. They got like a weird ideology or belief system, kind of like we saw back here. They think you're a loner or all this, but in reality, you have access to the waters of life, and you're drinking full. You're staying hydrated, and they're being parched, dry. They think they have a good life. They think they do, but it's not. It's not a good life. It's not a good life for you anyway. It's toxic. But they think you're being bossy by basically distancing yourself. But the reality is you're being the boss of your own life, and they're projecting onto you because you're taking charge of your own life. They're saying, oh, they're taking charge of us. Nope, that's not what's happening. Paltu has wised up. Healing your projections will help you avoid co-creating discordant situations. What did I just say, Paltu? I just said that they are projecting onto you. Okay? They're saying gossip about you that's lies. Because they're too busy projecting. This is another one of their toxic behaviors. Okay? In reality, you are healing yourself and backing away from situations that no longer serve you. And you're avoiding co-creating discord. They liked co-creating that discord with you. They're like, why can't Paltu get along with us? What's going on? Why? Oh, they're traumatized. Oh, they're this. Oh, they're bossy. Oh, they're blah. Oh, they're everything but. We're toxic. We did some things wrong. Paltu has found access to a vast resource of peace, purity, love. Like they cannot fathom it. They cannot fathom that that's what's going on with you. They can't fathom it. They think they're the ish. They think, oh, things are happening with us. No, it's a toxic burning building. That's where they're at. And they also feel like you can save them. They feel that you might be able to save them, but you're just distancing yourself. It's like, I'm not going to save you. I don't want to be burned. That's what you're like, Paltu. You're like, I'm going to stay over here. And they may not have told you this, but they feel that you're a savior of sorts when things get weird or things get discordant. But you're tired of that, Paltu. You've moved towards and are engaging in the waters of life and healing. They feel that the conflict that went on, okay, they're saying this about you, was that you were creating discord. That's what they're saying about you, Paltu. But what you've now realized is that they were discord prone, and now you are backing away from that so you can stop writing the story with them. Stop co-creating discord with them. It's like they're using you to create discord. You're like, I don't want that. Stopping co-creating discord means I gotta be distanced from you. That's what you're saying, Paltu. Then that's what you're gonna do because you don't want discord. So they're projecting all over you, Paltu. They're projecting all over you on this one. All right, so let's keep it moving here. I gotta tell you, Paltu, they're impatient. They're impatient with you. They want you to come back. They are watching the time that you have stayed away. they're counting the clock, they're counting the hours, they're counting the days, they're counting the months, they're counting the years. They're like, they're wanting to hold it over your head. You stayed away for this long. They're tracking the time on you. Okay? So I feel like someone's competing with you too. I feel like someone has been talking about their exercise regimen because of you. I feel like they see that you're either you've improved your body, or that you look really good or something like this, and they're trying to make sure that they're in great shape because of you. Paltu. Maybe they're trying to beat you. They want to look leaner than you. They want to look leaner than you, or they want to look the best they ever did, so that the next time you do come around, they can show you up, quote unquote. This is a plan that they're having, but it's so silly. This is just petty nonsense. But I wanted to reveal everything that's being said behind your back. Pile 2. The good, the bad, the ugly, the triumphant, the lovely. Yeah, they want revenge. They want revenge because you have found something greater and better than they. That you're deep in that water. I keep saying you return to the waters of life. You're in the waters of life, Pile 2. And they're mad. They're mad about this. They're mad. They're mad that you've found the waters of life, and you're drinking deeply, and you're diving in. You're diving in. You're staying afloat. It's holding you up. The waters of life are holding you afloat, Pile 2. They're mad. They're like, they wanted you to depend on them. Someone wants you to depend on them. And they're mad about this. They're like, how is this person walking on water? You know, they're obviously, they think you're being foolish. They think that the waters of life are not going to hold you up. Okay. They're saying, you know, Pile 2 is being foolish. They're missing out. Pile 2 is missing out. That's what they're saying about you. But you're not, because you're being upheld by the waters of life. That is primal. That is infinite. That is deep. Nothing upstages that. Okay. Here goes. Oh my gosh. Someone's like on an extreme diet because of you, Pile 2. Someone is like dieting. You know, unlike you have balance, Pile 2. Okay. And you are doing extremely well. You're doing very well. I must say, keep it up. But I feel like someone has seen your results, and they're like, man, I need to like deprive myself like Pile 2 is doing. That's what they must be doing. They must be depriving themselves. You're not depriving yourself, Pile 2. You are switching out old habits for new habits, good habits. And you are paying attention to the details, cultivating good things in your life, and you're resting. You go back and forth. You're very focused, hardworking, and you have fun with it. Okay. You have found your flow. We talked about this earlier. Some people have seen this about you, have said this about you, but some other people are saying, man, I really need to diet. I really need to exercise. And it's all because of you, Pile 2. So Pile 2, I feel like there are people who are saying, don't worry, I got you. I know Pile 2 is not talking to you. I know Pile 2 is being cold to you. They've distanced themselves. But you know what? I've got you. I'm going to help support you. I'll love you, you know, and that's fine. That's fine. Okay. That's fine. But you're triggering this. You're triggering this, what they're saying. You know, someone's looking back at you going, they left me hanging. They don't want to be around me anymore or something. And someone's holding that person going, don't worry, I got you. Okay. So they're getting solace. They're getting comfort. That's fine. And I feel like this person that's comforting the person who feels left behind by you because they're toxic is doing it. You know, they're saying all this, you know, to sort of gird up and support this person so that they can be strong against you. And, you know, unfortunately, they're trying to strengthen this person so they don't feel weak and feel like they've beaten by you. Okay. Which is sad. They shouldn't feel beaten by you. They should just improve their lives and reach for the light instead of staying steeped in these fires. Okay. Now, someone is, man, oh my gosh, Pile 2, someone is like, seriously, they're organizing their lives. They're doing everything they're trying to mimic you. Someone's mimicking you, Pile 2. They're like, oh, I'm not going to get left behind. The one who's judging you and is misconstruing you, taking charge of your life as a personal assault on them. They've been cleaning up their act. They've been trying to get more lean. They're not eating anything. They're forming friendships in support against you. They're organizing themselves because they've been around you. They've seen how neat you are. They're like, oh, I'm not going to be caught with my pants down. My stuff's going to be organized too. It's funny. Yeah, I feel like they've decided, someone is saying that they're not gonna be talking to you much. They're not gonna be talking to you much. Because they want to really understand what's happening with you before they say another word to you. Yeah, I feel like it's a couple. It's a couple that's, or it could be like a group of friends, like a couple of friends, okay? And I feel like this person is, yeah, they're supporting each other against you. They're like, oh, don't worry. I know they you know, Pal 2 has been cold to us. Pal 2 has, you know, fired us and let us loose and cut us loose and acts like we're not good enough or something like this. We'll stand strong against Pal 2. Come here. We'll support. They're supporting each other against you and what they feel that you're doing, Pal 2. We have plants. Okay. So you may have a plant in your midst, Pal 2. I feel like this person, okay, or these people, they've decided that they're going to, there's a few messages coming in through here, okay? They've decided they're going to put someone in your midst that's sympathetic to them, to sort of spy on you and give them information about you. So be careful. There might be someone you know who also knows these people, or maybe there's someone like this, maybe you know a few of them, but maybe there's one of them in particular that gives them information about you. Okay, so they're staying silent towards you, but they're getting information about you. This is what they're planning on doing, okay? They're planning on doing this. I don't think they've started yet, but I feel like maybe they're working on this. They want to be siphoning information from someone about you. And they're going to plant someone in your midst. They want to do this. They want to send, hey, Chris or Tiana or Henry or Molly, or hey, could you let us know what's going on with Pal 2? You know, they haven't been talking to us. They've been keeping their distance from us. Could you just, I know you're close to Pal 2. You hang out with Pal 2. Could you let us know what's happening? Because we didn't do anything wrong. We don't know why they're treating us like this. We just would like to know. And so they're going to be getting information. They're planning on this. They're planning. Okay. I also feel like, again, you know, I feel like this person, man, someone has been leading a life that is based on your quote unquote rejection of them. They've made decisions in their life based on your rejections of them. They've been getting into their garden. They've been getting into planting. They've been doing certain activities because of the way you walked away. They've been talking about it. They're like, I just want to, you know, they, you know, rather than reach out to you or try to talk to you, or the space you left behind, they're talking about filling it with plants, filling it with gardening, being around nature. In all this. Okay, very interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the last phase of this reading, and we'll wrap it up. An open mind and the willingness to entertain new ideas repel stagnancy and lack of growth. So you got a few people though who are deciding, you know what, I'm gonna be more open to Pal 2. I feel like you, Pal 2. Okay, I think they're realizing, you know what, maybe I don't understand something. So there are people out there who are saying, I want to be more open to Pal 2 and be more willing to talk to them and entertain their ideas, because I'm feeling stuck. I'm feeling stuck in my ideas. I'm feeling stuck in where I'm at in my growth. So I feel like Pal 2 is doing something novel. They feel that you're doing something novel, Pal 2. They feel that you're doing something that they haven't maybe tried, or maybe they've historically, you know, dismissed or looked down on, and they're realizing that this is someone. They're saying this about you. That Pal 2 knows something, and I'm gonna be more open to what Pal 2 has to say. They're watching you flow. They're watching things flow for you. They have stagnancy and lack of growth in their life, and they're wanting to figure out how to repel it, and they're even willing to entertain, you know, being open to you, hearing you out. Someone's planning to do this with you, okay? Because they've been stuck in their patterns. So it could be anything. Yeah, this could be maybe someone who sees what you do for a living, and maybe they've always gone to a different service provider of that thing, and they're realizing, you know what, you do it. I've been used to doing it a certain way, and I feel like there's some places I'm stuck. I'm going to come to you and see if you can do something different for me, okay? Or they have been, I feel like this person's saying, I want to go try out Pal 2. They've been saying this, and go see what they're about, because I want to learn from them. There's something is flowing right in their life, and I want to learn from Pal 2. Isn't that amazing, Pal 2? They also want to entertain your ideas. I feel like Pal 2, they want to entertain your ideas, okay? They want to entertain how you think. They're willing to do it the way you are doing it. I feel like your approach of just radiating flow, getting yourself right is being a shining example to others. And there are some people who are saying they like what they see and want to come do it your way, or want to come patronize you, something like this, or learn from you. I think we're kind of getting back to that energy of you're a good teacher and you make learning fun. Okay. Yeah, I feel like someone wants to be vulnerable to you, pal, too. Someone's decided to finally let their guard down and be more vulnerable because they're realizing that you're a champion. They want to tell you more about their issues and tell you more about what they're going through, because they're realizing that putting up a guard and putting up a wall and acting like they've got it too, is not doing them any favors. That they need to be open to what you have to say too, that you're a master at work in some ways. Okay? We saw that this could be the person who's saying that you're a master here. Okay? Yeah. This they're feeling imbalanced in their life. Yeah, someone's feeling imbalanced in their life. And they're feeling like, things are not quite right. And they're wanting to mimic you to help create that balance. They want that balance. They're also feeling like, someone's saying, man, Pal 2 has done all this and accomplished so much in this direction, whereas I'm only at level 1. Okay? And so they want to mimic this. Someone's also saying about you, they're gossiping about you. They're saying that, someone's been realizing they've been unfair to you. Someone's been realizing they've been putting too much responsibility on your shoulders. They've been over blaming you, or they've been giving you too much work to do. And they're realizing, oh my gosh, I actually don't do much compared to Pal 2. I need to take some of that from them. Okay? I need to remove some of this load from them. Or, man, I put all of the blame on Pal 2 and none of it on myself. That wasn't right. So they're going to start putting more of the blame on themselves, whoever this is. Okay? Interesting. 2's back. Refusing to conform dismantles the world's fear-based system. Courageously be you. Yeah, someone decided they're going to be more like you. They're going to refuse to conform. If your calling is to be a doctor, be a doctor. But if you're just being a doctor because you want to be rich, because you want accolades, you may be able to pull it off, but it's not going to be your authentic self. You never tuned in to see, who am I really? Maybe you are a healer, but you're not a doctor. Maybe you are a healer of the esoteric kind. And you're meant to be a great teacher in that regard. Your life would flow more. You'd be happier if you did that. Or maybe you just start honoring what spirit was telling you within. When you meditate, you get these whispers. When you align, you get grounded. What is spirit telling you about yourself, what you should be doing? And you're aligning with these messages. And it's bringing you so much peace and success. Someone has decided that they want to be like you. They want to copy you. They're like, wow, you've grown along this way. I've been following the world's fear-based system, but you've been courageously been yourself. So they're telling people, I want to be like Pal 2. Pal 2 is doing their own thing, and they're growing up tall and strong. They're not paying heed to, oh, they've got to do this, they've got to do that, or they're admiring you. This person's admiring you and has said, Pal 2 is doing something their own way, and they're doing very well at it, and I want to be like this. They're trying to summon up the courage to be themselves because of you. So they're going to come copy you. They're going to come shadow you, be around you, and want to be like you. Okay? This is going to, I feel like you're going to be getting disciples. You're going to be getting people who are coming around you who want to learn from you. This could be in your business. This could be maybe something you do for a living. People are going to want to be doing it your way, or coming to you and learning from you, or patronizing you, or buying your services, or they just want to get it from you. They want to mimic you. They've seen the wisdom in the way you do things, and they're coming. You're winning people over, Pal 2. You're winning someone over. People are realizing that they don't need to be always hustling. So people are saying about you, Pal 2, that they want to chill with you. They want to come chill with you. They want to come hang out with you and relax. Okay, they want to come relax around you. You make the people want to relax. They're like, I find Pal 2 to be very relaxing. I want to relax. I feel like people are going to be tuning into you too. People are saying, I want to watch Pal 2. So you may have a podcast, you may have a channel, you may have an organization, you may have like something like this going on. Or you may have a church or an organization. People want to come be around you, sit down, chillax, relax, and be in your presence. They want to watch you. They want to listen to you. Wow, Pal 2. Amazing. Okay, it's okay to make mistakes. Forgive yourself. Yeah. People are also wanting to forgive you. Because they're realizing that not forgiving you is because they can't forgive themselves. Okay? They're forgiving you. People are walking away. If someone had a grudge, I feel like people are saying about Pal 2, it's okay for Pal 2 to make mistakes. Maybe they were being too harsh on you before and they're realizing, oh my gosh, I need to move on. I need to let go of holding a grudge against Pal 2 and acting like Pal 2 is wrong. I need to just let go, move on. And allow Pal 2 to make mistakes. Because if I allow Pal 2 to make mistakes, then that means I'm also allowed to make mistakes. Pal 2 forgave themselves for their mistakes. That means I need to forgive myself of my mistakes. And I need to allow Pal 2 to forgive themselves of their mistakes and let them move on. It's silly. It's stupid to sit here and hold grudges. So they're forgiving you. And they're letting something go. So I feel like Pal 2, someone has decided, they're saying, you know what? Something's been bothering Pal 2. Someone hurt Pal 2. Something was toxic to Pal 2. And I'm going to start keeping whatever that thing or that person is out of my life. Or out of the space that Pal 2 is in. I'm going to start keeping that thing out of Pal 2's area. So this could be someone has been saying, you know, has identified a problem or problematic person or situation in your life. And they decided to take an active role. They're saying, I'm going to start keeping this thing away from Pal 2 because that's not good for Pal 2. It could be within themselves. They started saying, oh, there's this trait I do. There's this thing I do. It's toxic. It's toxic. And it hurts Pal 2. I'm not going to let that through anymore. I'm going to keep that out. So that's something someone has said about you behind your back. Perhaps to others. Pal 2 doesn't like that. I'm going to stop doing that to Pal 2. I also see that someone has decided, they've also been saying out loud about you that they're going to start keeping certain negative forces away from you. It keeps coming up, okay? And keep you safe and contained. They're going to keep you somewhere safe, away from these negative energies or entities. Could be your spirit guides saying it in the spiritual realm. Someone is saying that they're going to end something bad that was happening because of you. They're going to put some dark energy that was hurting you. They're going to stop doing it. They're going to stop doing it. They're going to stop saying it. They've said this to other people. They said something like, you know, this was bad for Pal 2. So I'm going to stop being this way. I'm going to stop doing that. And it's going to be to your benefit, Pal 2. It's going to be to your benefit. It could be that they're going to stop entertaining. I'm getting a person, guys. There's a person they're going to stop entertaining. They've said, I'm going to stop allowing this person to come by when Pal 2 is here. Or I'm going to stop seeing this person because of Pal 2. I'm going to stop talking to this person or being their friend because of Pal 2. Or I'm going to put an end to something or some behavior or trait or pattern or situation because of Pal 2 that was causing problems and causing toxicity to Pal 2. Remaining lighthearted during stressful times will help keep you in the flow. Yeah, so it could be a trait. I'm seeing a trait as well. I'm seeing that, Pal 2, I'm seeing that someone is saying that they're going to, out loud, they're going to stop stressing around you. They're realizing now that they were stressing around you. They would always be focusing on negative things. Either negative things about you or negative things about the world. And they would always be like being negative. Always negative minded, pessimistic, stressing. And it was bad for you, Pal 2. This is a long-standing issue, and they're finally putting an end to this. A cycle is coming to a close. Someone is saying out loud behind your back, I'm not going to do that around Pal 2 anymore. I'm not going to be this way around Pal 2 anymore. I'm not going to bring this toxicity, this negativity, this pessimism around Pal 2 anymore. I'm going to stop. It's not good for me. It's not good for them. And I'm just going to focus on being joyful around Pal 2. I'm going to focus on having fun with Pal 2. Wow, awesome energy is coming into your life, Pal 2. I just wanted to keep you abreast here and see what the spirit is saying about what's the gossip on the streets and in people. What are people saying behind your back about you? If you found this reading to be beneficial, please give it a thumbs up. If you found this reading to be resonant, it seemed to make sense given your situation, and please give it a thumbs up as well. I really enjoyed reading for you today. Thank you for bringing your beautiful energy to this session. Take good care of you, and I will catch up with you at the next one. Bye. Welcome to your reading, Pal 3. What's the gossip on you? About you. Let's take a look. You chose this starfish with the blue agate and gold speckles. Okay, that's a beautiful stone. I feel that people view you as distinguished in some kind of way. You know, people are saying that you're distinguished, that you've earned some stripes. You know, you've earned some stripes of accomplishment or of some kind. Okay, people are saying this about you. So let's see what people are saying about you behind your back. Whoops. Okay. Okay. So people think that you're very harmonious. Okay, that you're very cooperative. You work well with others. People are saying that you think of the whole. You don't just think of yourself. You're a selfless person. Perhaps perhaps you do a lot of charitable things for others. You pitch in with others. You're not just in it for yourself. You understand that there are others involved. So people are just really saying good things about you, that they're like, wow, Pile 3 cares about others and cares about society. Okay, and views themselves as one for all for one for all kind of thing. Okay, so this is a positive thing people are saying about you out there, Pile 3. So I feel like, Pile 3, I feel like people are saying that you know how to work well with others. It keeps coming through that you're a good team player. All right, that you know how to look out for your tribe, look out for your people, look out for your company, look out for your peeps. Okay, your crew. They can depend on you. Okay, something like this. It's still, they're also saying that you are good about looking out for the interest of others. That, you know, when you're negotiating, when you're dealing anything, when you're out there haggling, you look out for the interests of others. You make sure those interests are communicated, and you understand that the interests of all are the interests of one, and the interests of one are the interests of all. They also feel that you're a very good negotiator. People are saying that, wow, Pile 3 knows how to negotiate and is very mindful of others when they're negotiating. They're mindful of their people and the people they stand for. So you might be like, maybe you may work in the corporate industry, you may work in a corporation, or perhaps you look out, maybe you're the head of an organization, or you're the head of a group, or something like this, okay? Or you could just be a good representative of others' interests, and people really like this about you. They're saying it about you. I feel like you may be dealing with a situation where you're having to look out for the interests of others, and you're doing a very good job at it, and people are saying this about you. So, Pile 3, people are saying that you're very attentive. You're very, 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 you miss nothing. You're very detail-oriented. You pay attention to the details. You're good at sussing out what happened. You look at the evidence. You check out the evidence. You pay attention. Okay? Nothing slips by you. Nothing. Okay? Yeah, you're on target, fam. You're on target. People are saying that I feel like people have also looked into you, and they like what they've seen. They've liked what they've seen about you. Okay? People are saying that you stay on target. You stay on target. You're very, very focused. You're very, very detail-oriented. You can pick the one out of the many, and you don't lose track of things. You don't lose track. You stay focused on your goals. I feel like people are saying that you are very good at breaking things down. You're very good at breaking down what is that doesn't serve the greater good. Okay? If it doesn't serve the greater good as you see it, you are very good at breaking that system down. Okay? They feel that you live, eat, sleep, walk this. There's something you're very passionate about. You don't lose sight of it. Okay? You don't lose sight of it. You're very on point. Okay? People are saying this about you. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. People are saying that you may, a few messages are coming through here on this one. People are saying that you go on trips, or you go to luxury hotels, you're always visiting, you travel a lot, and they admire that lifestyle. They like that you're always moving about, that you're always going places, things like this. People are also saying that you're a very gracious host or hostess. You're very welcoming, you take good care of people. You may be in hospitality or something like this, and people are saying that they like your hospitality. You take good care of people. Yeah, so people are also saying, man, I feel like you must do something for a living. This is coming through very strongly, that you look out for the interests of others. You may be a lawyer, or maybe you are just that kind of a person. You look out for people. You may be in the legal world, and people are saying about you that you're a very good lawyer, or that you're very good at looking out for the interests of others. You're very good at solving cases and helping out people who are being wronged, or people who need legal counseling or need legal support in the legal industry or in the law enforcement, something like this. Okay, you help people resolve issues that are maybe unfair, that are hurting the many. Maybe you work on situations where maybe you do class action lawsuits, and you help negotiate for the many with companies and things like this. People are saying this about you. Perhaps you've made your reputation in this way. And if that's not the case, then people are just saying in general that you are the kind of person who can be trusted to look out for others. You look out for others. It's not just about you. People get that about you and are saying this about you. You've acted in such a way to show that this is who you are. And people are saying this about you. Someone is saying that they desire you. Perhaps they desire you because of these traits. Someone is saying that they desire you, pile 3, because of how good of a representative you are, how good of a lawyer you are, how good of someone who advocates for you. Right. So they feel that you advocate for people. They feel that you advocate for people. Something like this. They desire you greatly because of your ability to advocate for others and to represent others very well. Okay, you're willing to do whatever it takes to break down something if it did not serve the needs of the many. You're willing to break it down, and you do this through legal means. You do this through your organization. Maybe it's not a law firm. Maybe you just represent certain needs or interests of others. People really desire you because of this. And if you're not in an organization, it just could be your personality. Okay, people are saying this about you. It's a good thing. This is a good thing. Okay. Yeah, people feel that you're a fighter. You fight for a just cause. People are saying about you that you are a hero. Yes, people are saying that you're a hero. You fight for the good of all. You're a warrior. Pile 2. This is a compliment. Okay, these are good things about you that they really, really admire, appreciate, and love about you. These are positive things that are being said about you behind your back. Okay. So I feel like pile 3. People think that your reach is long and that you're far seeing. Okay. So they feel that you can tell what's coming. You can tell what's coming later on down the road. You strategize in such a way, like you have a brilliant mind. People think you have a brilliant mind and that you're able to see ahead in a certain situation. Okay. That you see ahead, you can look ahead to see what's coming. And that you use this information to your advantage to serve your cause. People think that you're very smart. You have the intelligence of a scientist. You're a great observer. That you're very observant. Like it's kind of like you saw with this card here. You observe details. Nothing slips by you. They feel like not only do you see things near, you see things from afar. They think you have a great mind, like you're smart, like Einstein. Like people think you're a genius. Pile 3. People think that you are a genius. So people are saying that you're a genius, rather. So people are also saying that people are saying about you that you know how to have a good time. Pile 3. They say that you go on vacations, that you go to exotic locations and resorts, you go sightseeing, you take your family out, you go to, you might even have the money to spend on it. Like this could be part of why they are saying this, is that they're like, this person, pile 3 goes places, man. They take their family out to vacations, resorts, they go sightseeing, they go, they might view you as a globetrotter. Okay. Okay, so pile 3, I feel that people are saying that, they trust you to get the bad guy. They trust you to bring it home. If you are going hunting for something, you find that thing. Okay? Okay, you are a hunter-gatherer. When you target something, you get it. You're on point, pile 3. Okay? They feel that you're very good at going out and getting what it is that they want you to get. You're a go-getter. If they're saying they expect this from you or they want this from you, you go out and you get it. You may be a headhunter. It may be line of work that you do, but this is what people think highly of you because of this. Okay. Okay, so we have mirror. People are saying that you look really good. You know how to get ready for a party and look good in the mirror. Like you look picture perfect. You know how to get dressed and get looking sharp, beautiful. Your makeup's on point. You're dressed up to the nines. You look amazing. You clean up really well. You clean up exceptionally well. You're like GQ magazine quality. You know, you look that good. When it's time for you to get dressed, you look amazing. Okay? When it's time for you to put your makeup on, you look amazing. You know how to get dressed. Period. People are also saying that, you know, I feel like someone has been in your closet or they've been in your area where you get dressed or you know, stuff like this. And they feel like you can get very dapper, very dressed up, very beautiful, very handsome. I also feel like someone has seen maybe your dressing area and think it looks very nice. They think that your area where you get dressed looks really nice. Something like this. I feel like people feel that you have a long history with them. That's why people are saying about you, I've known them for a very long time, or I've known Pile 3 for a very long time, or they're also saying like that your backstory, your backstory, your history is incredible. They speak well of your history. They speak well of your background, where you come from. They view you as a legend. Wow, my gosh, Pile 3, who are you? Okay? People are saying that you're a legend. People maybe where you come from, or also people who have gotten to know you, who have known you a long time, they talk about you like you're a hero, like you're a legend. Okay? And they always tell people, they're saying behind your back, what happened with them, it's a true story. All these things about them that's amazing, it happened. It's true. They're also telling people, oh, I've known Pile 3 since way back. You know, so what's being said about you is that you're like a fixture. You've been around a while. You're not a fly-by-night, okay? So you have a good, solid reputation. People feel they can trust you because you've been around a while. You're not here today, gone tomorrow. Secret chamber. Yeah, I feel like people are saying about you that you're a wizard of sorts. You're a wizard. You have access to information a lot of people don't have. You know, everybody goes to the library to do their research, you know, and gets all the information. People are researched. They've gotten all their information. You know, you go beyond that. You have access to like the back, you know, the books in the back. They don't let most people see, you know. People are saying this about you, that you know things others don't know. You have an access to information that's like forbidden to others. You have access to like underground info. People say this about you. And they're like, if you really want to know what's going on, Pile 3 has a lot of information, more than most. Pile 3 is connected. That's what they say. Okay? Secret life. Oh my goodness. Pile 3. People are saying about you that you know secrets. You know secrets. Secret. Secret chamber, secret life. That there's more to you than meets the eye. There's more to you than meets the eye. To not underestimate Pile 3. People are saying that you know how people's secret identities. You know what people are doing secretly behind the scenes. You know secrets. Okay? This could be because you're very intuitive, or it could be just your line of work. You're a detective. You know how to go digging. You get the right dirt. Maybe you work for the FBI. I don't know what it is, Pile 3. It's coming through very clearly that people say about you, somehow you are well connected and you know things others don't. Pull off heist. Okay. Pile 3. People are saying that you are a rich MFer. Okay. People are saying that, you know, that you are in the FBI too. That's what they're saying. I think people think that you're like a covert operator. Like there's something you do, you know, you might work for the government, or you might work, you know, that you're up there. Oh my goodness. Pile 3. It's an honor to have you here. Because it seems like people are saying that you use your powers for good. You use your powers for the many, to help people, to overcome injustice, to represent people. You're well desired. People are saying they desire you because of your connections, what you know, who you've worked for, your work history. People are saying that you are really good at keeping things safe. You're really good at protecting things. Okay? People are saying you're really good at protecting valuable items. They can trust you with valuable items. You prevent theft. You prevent thievery. You could be, maybe you might be a cybersecurity person. People feel that you're really good at, making sure that their websites and all their digital information is safe and cannot be broken into. People are saying that you made out like a bandit. People are saying you're wealthy too. Some people are saying you're wealthy. People are saying about you that you, despite whatever limitations you have, you've thrived. People are saying that, like, for instance, you might be, I don't know, maybe you might be dyslexic, or you might be, maybe you got like something going on with your walking. Maybe you, I don't know, maybe you may have some, maybe you may be disabled in some kind of way, but it doesn't hold you back. You're sharp as a tack. You're powerful than most. You're more connected than most. People are people are saying that despite this, you are very accomplished and you know what you're doing. Okay. People are also saying that you help people who are disabled. You help people who are limited in life. You help people like this. You help give people a hand. You help assist people out of situations where they are disadvantaged. Okay. So these are all flattering things people are saying about you behind your back. All right, let's move on to the next layer here. Okay. Again, we're getting that word secret. So people are saying that someone along the line, someone somewhere had said that maybe you can't be trusted, that you tamper with things. You're able to manipulate things. Okay. But the truth of the matter is that with all the power that you have, you do good. You don't do bad. You don't try to hurt people. You don't manipulate. Okay. And I feel like people think because you have this power, this is what you do. This is what someone has said about you. They said this about you. Okay. It's not true though. People are saying that you are wanted by the law. People are saying that you're wanted by the law, that you're actually a lawbreaker, that you're on the run. It's not true. It's not true. But people are saying this about you, Pile 3. They're saying that you're wanted by the law, and that you may be a fugitive. You may be on the run and something like this, and that it's not that you've done something wrong, and they're kind of flipping the script. They're flipping the script on you. Okay. Which is different from what others are saying about you, which is that you're powerful, you're well connected, you're helpful, you are a detective, you know things people don't know, you're well off, and people are seeing this and saying, some people are seeing this and going, nah, this person's wanted by the law. This person's a criminal. So I don't know where this lie is coming from. It could be jealousy, something like this. It's possible. Or maybe they've guessed wrong. They've guessed wrong about you. Child. People are saying that you bully people, that you're a bully. It's wrong, of course. People are also saying that maybe you are not there for your children or your child. If you have children, people are saying that you abandon your child and leave your child to their own devices to deal with themselves, and that's not true. It's not true. These are the lies that people are saying about you at this point. That's what I'm looking into right now. They're saying that you can't be trusted around children or something's coming up with children or with the vulnerable. So it's like the lie is that your script is being flipped. Okay. People are projecting negativity onto you. They're viewing you as tampering with evidence or manipulating things, or being wanted by the law, being in the wrong, or, abandoning or neglecting children, something like this. Okay. Or bullying the weak. And that's not true. Perhaps in your line of work, you've had to be tough on crime. You've had to be tough on those who are wrong. And maybe it's these people who are getting their revenge on you, the ones who are in the wrong, and saying, oh, but he was mean to me, or she was mean to me. Didn't treat me right. So they're saying this about you. So this might not be just your line of work. It could be that this is just your personality coming through. This is what people think of your personality. You look out for people. You go out of your way to protect those who are being wronged, or to protect your people, protect your group. You go out of your way, Pile 3. And this is maybe not made everyone your friend. There are people who don't like you because of how stridently you move in this way. Maybe you've ruffled some feathers or made some enemies. It's possible. And they're the ones saying this about you. People are saying that work of art. People are saying that maybe you forged I said that people have come to your house or your dressing area and seen some nice things and thought your place looked really nice, or the place you dress up looks really nice. But people, at the same time, some people are lying and saying that they think you have fake things in your home. They think you have fake artwork, stuff that's not actually of value, that's a copy or something like this. It's not really all that good. It's fake. People are saying that you have nice things in your home because you stole it. It's not yours. Wow. Pile 3. I'm sorry. That's crazy. People are saying that you threaten others. That you are mean. That you're a bully. We're getting this bully vibe coming through. People are saying that you make threats to people to get them to do the things they do. When in reality, what it is that you go by the book. You look up information. You use your powers to ascertain what's happening and to confront and take down the bad guys. Okay? And these people feel threatened by you. And I feel like it's some of these people that are talking like this. They say you call people, you threaten people into doing what they should be doing. Or you find out this information and then you call the people who are being bad and tell them, listen, you need to stop what you're doing. And if you don't stop what you're doing, I have this, and this information on you. And I'll let people know exactly how bad you are unless you stop. So in that sense, these people view you as a bully. Pile 3. Okay. People are saying that you are a bully, that you're mean, that you intimidate others, you force others to do what you use your power to abuse others or force people to do against their will. But in reality, you're fighting for good. You're fighting for good. It's a lie, because you're not, honestly, I feel like you're not doing anything illegal. If anything, maybe you're doing them a favor, whoever's in the wrong, but then they view you as the bad guy because you're making them stop doing the bad thing. Okay. Interesting. What negative lies are people saying about you behind your back? So guys, what negative lies are people saying about Pile 3 behind Pile 3's back? So guys, what negative lies are people saying about Pile 3 behind Pile 3's back? So guys, what negative lies are people saying about Pile 3 behind Pile 3's back? So people are saying about you that you are you're lost. They think that maybe you don't know where you belong or something like this. They think that you might be homeless, or like you don't know where you are, that you don't know whether you should be going left or right, that you seem confused. People say this about you. They think that you act confused, which is a lie. You're not lost. You just tend to go to different places. I think you tend to go to a lot of different places to find information. And so people look at you like, well, why are you here? Who are you? And so they tend to think you're lost or confused, or maybe you have Alzheimer's, or you're homeless or something like this, because you don't care to impress others where you go. You just go where you go, you get the things you need, and you leave. And I feel like people view you as someone maybe almost forgettable. I almost feel like you do a really good job of, in a way you do a good job of blending in, and you try not to attract attention to yourself by looking very, very, bottom. You look you may look like a bum at times, or you may look like someone who looks kind of disheveled or something like this, because you don't want to attract too much attention. I don't know if that's your strategy or what's going on there, but I feel like people end up thinking that you look lost or confused. Maybe you end up asking people questions, maybe because you are a detective, and they think that, and maybe you are undercover, and they just think that you're asking for directions or asking for information, and they kind of dismiss you or put you in that bucket a lot. But that's not true. People think that people have said this about you, actually. They said that someone seemed lost. They came by asking for directions, or someone seemed confused about a certain situation. So they came around asking questions. So I set them straight. I gave them the information they needed. They're saying about you that, again, I'm getting drunk. People say that you act drunk, or they think you're drunk. Who are you, Pile 3? This is very interesting. Thank you for coming by. Your energy is very interesting to me. People are saying about you that you go clubbing a lot, or you like the nightlife. You're always out at night. People say this about you. They're always out at clubs and stuff like this. But they say that you like this environment and you like being here or something like this. Maybe that's not true. Maybe you don't like it. Maybe this is a necessity. Maybe this is part of how you do your job. Some people say that you're a bouncer, or that you're a bartender, or you hook people up. But maybe this is your cover. Maybe that's not true. Interesting. Okay. Nerd. Okay, people say that you're a nerd. People say that you are very intelligent. You are very intelligent, okay? I saw that with the sword, the telescope. You're very intelligent, all right? People say that you're a nerd. And so people think that you have like a niche interest. That you're very, very very well informed when it comes to a certain topic. And that you're just kind of nerd out on that one topic. And it's not true. Because you know a lot of topics. You are very well versed in many topics, not just one. That's why they have you wrong. People think that you are part of the resistance, that you're like someone who, what is the term I'm looking for? You sabotage the powers that be, and like you're a disruptor. People have said that you're a disruptor, that you try to fight against people who are in power in all this, okay? Like in a bad way. People have said that this person they're rebel. They just like to mess up the system and ruin everything for everybody. But the truth is that you have the support of many, and you're doing the work of the Lord. Actually, you're doing the work of the Lord, Pile 3. But some people say that you're just a disruptor. You're just a rebel. You like to cause trouble, and you are. I feel like people have said about you that you mutiny, that you're mutinous, that you are rebellious, that you go against the system and you cause trouble. Yeah, that's what people have said about you. But it's not true. What it is you're ending evil rule. You're ending something that's evil. You understand that just because someone's in power doesn't make them right. So you work against it. Wow, that is something, Pile 3. Okay. Okay, so Pile 3. Okay, so these are specific messages, okay? Someone wants to marry someone. They're saying they want to marry someone that you used to know, or someone that you're dating. They want to marry this person. And they're doing it like out of competition with you. Or someone is planning on getting married or proposing to someone else out of competition with you. They want to be the first one to get married before you, or something like this. Or, and if you're already married, then I feel that they're saying that, someone wants to marry someone that you're dating. Yeah. Or they want to, date someone that you're dating, or something like this. Yeah, they're trying to seduce. Someone is saying they're going to seduce your woman or your man. Wow. Okay. Very interesting message. Okay. So be careful of that. I don't know if you are in a situation, you're dating someone right now. So be aware of that. Okay. That they might be coming for your man or your woman. I don't know how much you like your man or your woman. If you're just casually dating, or if you're really seriously in love with someone, you might need to watch out for that. Also, I feel like someone is saying that, behind your back, that they want to cause confusion in your situation. They want to cause confusion. Now, remember, this could be specific to you, or it could be involving you. Okay? Meaning a group may be targeted and you're a part of that group, Pile 3. You see? So you're part of the group that's being targeted with this. Someone is saying that they want to mess up your shit. Okay. Someone's saying they want to cause chaos in the system. They want to shake everything up, break everything up. They're saying, I want to cause confusion, because they don't want you to be organized enough to, they want the system disrupted, so that you won't be able to rally and organize and take over and destroy what's negative. They want to mess up what you're doing. Mm-hmm. They want you to be less organized and less effective. Okay, that's what they're saying. Someone is saying this. Someone is saying that they want to hire someone they feel is better suited. They want to hire someone else because they don't like you. Wow. Yeah, they're saying they want to find someone to replace you. They want to replace you. Something like this. There's a group that's sort of ganging up together, and they're rating you. They're not rating you favorably. They want to like assess you. Okay. But they want to make it a point. They're making it a point to talk about what's wrong with you. And, they're doing it to sort of dress you down. Okay. And make you feel targeted or less than, or something like this. So be aware of that. I feel like someone is saying they want to hurt you or kill you or something. I'm so sorry, pile 3. And I think it may have something to do with your line of work or what you do. You may have created some enemies along the way. And it could be, I think this is what the enemies are saying. I don't think they're going to be successful. But they're saying, I want to hurt pile 3. I want to show pile 3. You know, I'm going to get them back. I'm going to get pile 3 back. And that will never happen in the almighty name of Jesus. Okay. I'm sorry. But I'm just saying what the spirit guides are putting this out. So I'm just being a channeler. Okay. I'm letting you know what is coming through. So watch your back and play it safe and, you know, bulletproof vest and all this. Okay. Especially if it's your line of work that you deal with guns. Okay. I feel like if you don't deal with guns and it's not your line of work to be in the FBI or any of this, then you made some enemies that want to attack you. They want to get you back. They want revenge. Someone has said they want revenge. Someone is saying that they want to send you somewhere far away. They may want to reposition you. Maybe want to put you in a spot. Maybe your company wants to put you far away, somewhere far away or something like this, to make it hard for you to get back to where you need to go or you'd like to be, to distance you from places where they feel you're most powerful. Someone from another country, okay, someone from far away is saying something about you. Maybe they want to attack you, but they're from far away, okay? That's another clue coming through. We're getting ghost. Someone is saying that they want to infiltrate your situation. Someone's saying they want to ghost you. Someone's saying they want to ghost you. They don't want to show up when they said they would show up. They're like, I don't want to go be with this pile 3. I don't want to show up where I agreed to show up to for pile 3. I don't want to be there. Someone is saying that they want to secretly come find out what's going on with you. They don't want to show their face. They just want to like secretly come find out your stuff. They want to infiltrate. Okay. Someone's saying that they want to even haunt you. I feel like someone from your past wants to haunt you over something that happened in the past. They're like, I'm going to go find out about that. I'm going to be around. I don't know what it is. Okay. Someone wants to come hide around you while getting your information or be part of your circle, but they're from your past, but you won't know them. They want to sort of be secretive and covert and secretly be in your circle and be kind of like, you know, be around you getting information about you. They don't want to reveal themselves to you, or they want to ghost you. They don't want to show up. They're saying this. Someone wants to attack you. My goodness, what do you do, pile 3? I'm seeing projectiles, you know. We got the gun, we got the missiles, and I saw missiles over here as well. So it could be too that you're part of a group. Again, I'm going to come back to this. It could be a world situation. You're part of a group. Maybe you're part of a country. And there are people who want to attack the country that you're in. This could be a general message for group 3. For the country that you're in, people want to attack the country that you're in or that you're from. They're saying they want to. They want to bomb it. Whew, goodness. I cancel this energy in the almighty name of Jesus, and by the power of and all that is holy, and by the power of the mighty angels, may all of us be protected. So mote it be. Ashe. Amen. We'll be all right. I feel like they're saying that someone is saying they want to imprison you. They want to lock you up. They want to limit you in some kind of way. They want to limit you. It could be symbolic too. They just want to limit you. They want to attack you, or they want to limit you, or keep you, restrain you from doing what it is that you do. Someone's very threatened by you, pile 3. There are people who are very threatened by you. And they are saying things like this to try to intimidate you, hold you back, hold you down, or disable you in some kind of way. Okay? To keep you from being as effective. Someone wants to put you away in prison or isolate you. They're saying this. It could be some branch of the government, or it could be like a person who wears a uniform for a living. Someone who sees you as the problem. Okay? They see you as a problem. They feel like you and your kind should be put away. Something like this. Okay? Wow. They're saying that they want to like capture what it is that you're doing. They want to put you under surveillance. Okay? Pile 3, they want to put you under surveillance. They want to watch you. They want to keep an eye on you. They want to peep. They want to be peeping Tom. Okay? They're saying they want to be watching what you're doing. They want to put you under surveillance. Wow. Okay. All right, let's move on to the last phase of this reading. that benefit pile 3. Okay. Someone wants to make you wealthy. Someone is saying, I want to give pile 3 a title. They're saying they want to give you a title. They're also saying that they want to will money to you. Someone wants to will you some money. They're saying this much is going to go to this person. This much is going to go to this person. This much is going to go to pile 3. I'm going to give all this to pile 3. That's what they're saying about you. So you may be descended from a line of people who are like noblemen or people who have money. Maybe you know it or don't know it. I don't know. But they are wealthy and they want to pass this wealth on to you. They're saying it. They're including you in their will. Maybe they're telling their lawyer this. They may want to give you a house or one of their properties. So I feel like someone is saying about you, pile 3, that they are going to lie for you, that they are going to be cold to someone else for you because of you. They are going to be cold-blooded towards someone else. Someone who has caused you chaos or tried to cause you chaos. They have said that they're going to be cold to that person for you because of what happened. Okay. Someone is saying that they're going to commit someone because of you. Yes. They're going to commit someone who harmed you. They're viewing that person as insane or mentally ill. Okay, this person who harmed you, they're saying that they're going to put this person, they're going to do a forced commitment because of their mental state. This could be someone in power, or this could be someone that has caused you pain. They're saying that that person that messed with you is mentally unwell. They're mentally ill, and they're planning to do something about it. They're viewing this person as delusional. They're saying it. They're viewing this person as possibly having some type of mental health problem like schizophrenia or paranoia or maybe even dementia. And they're saying that they're going to put this person behind padded walls. They're trying to find a way to commit this person, sort of limit them and put them behind walls. Yeah, they're looking. I'm telling you, someone is saying they're going to criminalize someone who has been persecuting you or who has been working against you. They're going to send this person to jail. They're talking about sending this person to jail because they're a repeat offender. They have a rap sheet. They're a convict. This person is maybe they're organized crime or they do blue collar crime or something like this. And they are wanted for certain crimes. They are talking about putting someone who has been hurting you or hurting your people or whatever. They're talking about putting this person in jail. Definitely. Okay. They're thinking, someone is saying that you're really good at what you do, and they want to put you on the map, fam. Someone is saying you're really good at what you do, and they want to put you on the map for others to see. They want to showcase you. They want to showcase your work. They want others to see what it is that you do. They really believe in what you do, your talents, your skills, and they want to showcase you or feature you in something. Let people see how good you are and let people see that you are the authentic, you're the real deal. They're talking about your skills. They're talking about your talents. And if you're an artist, they're talking about how good of a work you do. They're blown away by your work, fam. They're saying amazing things about what it is that you do. That you're very good. You're an artiste. You're a master at work. Yeah. Someone is saying that they want to get rid of something. They want to get rid of something because of you. They want to get rid of someone or something because of you. I don't know. Yeah, someone maybe possibly are saying they're going to assassinate someone who they feel has brought you a lot of pain. People in your group, a lot of pain. Want to get rid of someone or something. Some people say they want to murder that person. Oh my gosh. They want to put an end to something that's been causing you a lot of pain, for sure. They're saying that. So they're saying about you that they want to hold on to you, fam. They want to hold on to you. Someone or people have identified you. They're saying that you're amazing, and they want to hold on to the things you've created. Maybe you may have a podcast, or you may have books you've written, or there may be things you created, and someone is collecting your work. They're collecting your work and they're storing it somewhere. It could be as simple as a save folder where they put all your videos, or put all your music that you made, or maybe they have a shelf or an area where they bought everything you make and they're collecting the items that you make because they're a fan of your work. They might be like a cat. They might be a collector, and they like to sort of collect history or collect things from history. And they decided that you're noteworthy enough. Your work is noteworthy enough to collect and catalog somewhere and hold on to. They could be saving you in a folder, something like this, holding on to the things you've written, and they're putting it amongst the greats, amongst others they consider to be the greats. They're keeping you there. They're keeping your work there amongst those. Yeah, I feel like people are saying about you, they've identified, they're saying, man, someone is bullying my pile 3. Someone's bullying pile 3, and we are not going to forget it. They are noticing that someone, like, it could be that someone's bullying you, and they're noticing, they're talking about this. They're talking about the people who are cyberbullying you, and they're talking about isolating or throwing shade towards the people that have bullied you, being cold to these people, or like, you know, ostracizing them. Poverty. Yeah, I'm also seeing, my beautiful pile 3, that people are saying they want to put an end to poverty. And this is going to benefit you, pile 3. Because there are people in this world who don't want to see anyone struggling or in poverty any longer. They're done with it. They don't want people like you, pile 3, to suffer any longer. They want people like you to receive aid. They want people like you to receive help. Or they want people around you to receive all the help they need and want. They want to protect the working class. They want to protect the starving. They want to make sure babies can eat and that people don't go hungry. There are people talking about putting an end to this because of you or people like you, pile 3. Okay, or people in your group. There are people that are wanting to, they're talking about ending this third world type of situation that it possibly has negatively impacted you in the past or is impacting you right now. Maybe you're lacking in some kind of way. It's possible. And there are people that are saying, we want an end to this. We don't want people to be starving or desperate, or children starving. We don't want people destitute. You know, we want to raise the minimum wage. We don't want people to be desperate anymore. We want to make sure people's welfare is being taken care of. We want to make sure that people's job applications is seen and that people are given jobs. There are people who are saying this about you, and it's going to be to your benefit in some kind of way. It's going to positively impact you. And that's what I'm seeing in the cards for you, my beautiful pile 3. If you've enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up. If you found it resonant, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for bringing your energy to this reading. You had wonderful energy. Take good care of yourself, and I look forward to reading your energy again, by the way. And I'll catch